Oh, okay. I think I have everything ready. Sorry for the delay. I was needed to speed eat some food real quick. But hello, hey, welcome. Welcome back to some more Dual Destinies, where we are in a very tight spot with a lot of drama. And I don't know if this is going to be the end of it, but well, it's not going to be the end because we still have the DLC, but it is possible that it is the end of the story itself, which honestly I don't even know where this could go from, what direction this could go from here. Like Apollo could appear and put a big old twist in the scene, or maybe fucking, I don't know, maybe we bring a hammer to Athena's black locks. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm panicking. Like, good God, this case is going nuts. Like, I don't know how they managed to always go in a completely different way of the rails in these final cases. Larry shows up and your subjection. Oh God, not again. Of course, the final character we needed for the full party to be back. Okay, but before I go into an existential crisis over whatever the fuck happened with Athena in the past, I'm gonna open the game real quick because I forgot to open it because I was busy. I know, I'm very professional. Let's see. Give me just a second. No, not here. Go back. There we go. Okay, but so while this thing loads, how you been doing, guys? Had a good weekend? I've been talking with Saber, so I know his weekend has been fine, but hope you've been doing good. I am very stressed because I have a lot of stuff to do all of a sudden because school rhythm be whack. There we go. There we go. There's that. Oh, you had a surgery? I'm glad you're doing better. OBS, can you? There we go. Okay. Oh boy. So let's go through a little recap of the events. So basically, Black Quill revealed what he actually saw the day that Athena's mother died, which was fucking disturbing as hell. And then Athena is having a big old flashback and is is going to confess what actually happened. And she asks Edgeworth to basically do a big old confession. And thus, this is happening now. Oh, Pat, it's fine. You don't need to talk about it. I'm just glad you're okay. Okay. Thanks for letting me do this, Prosecutor Edgeworth. And thank you, Mr. Wright, Mr. Blackquill, for letting the truth be known. Now we can finally move forward. Everyone's suffering can come to an end. Athena! Prosecutor Blackquill will be cleared and the dark age of the law can come to an end. Yes, admit your guilt. Bring everything to its conclusion. I killed my mother. My memory is still a little hazy, but there's no question I remember it. I remember the weight of the weapon in my hands, and the feeling of it stabbing in deep. remember the warmth of her blood as it flowed down the handle onto my fingers. Your Honor, please find me guilty. I dare say, these are all memories that no one but the murderer would have. I see. Thank you for your confession. I believe this trial has gone on long enough. Before we conclude, does anyone have a counter-argument? Objection! There's my boy! I do, Your Honor. Mr. Wright? But, Mr. Wright, why? I killed her, I remember it now. Any counter-argument now is pointless. Objection! No, fuck. Don't tell me you've forgotten one of the basic tenets of lawyering. Always believe in the client to the bitter end. Athena, you're not a murderer. Objection! I said that you never changed, but could you have actually regressed in these 8 years? I won't stand for your childish emotionalism getting in the way of the truth. Emotionalism? Don't lecture me on matters of the heart, Edgeworth. Because I can see straight into a person's soul. Yep, her locks are still there. So clearly she doesn't remember. 5 locks though, that's going to be tough. Yep. We need to somehow break these locks, but it's going to be hard, and we have to do it safely. There's still a chance. Somewhere deep in Athena's heart. There might still be a memory that not even she knows about yet. Maybe like looking for a grain of sand somewhere in the cosmos. But still, the memory contain a new fact that could prove her innocence. I hope for everyone's sake that you are not just bluffing, Mr. Wright. Now then, is there not a problem with this sex confession? There's definitely something wrong with her sleep memory of the event. Yeah, because the blood is only on the blade. I can just tell. There's a problem with her confession. Please bring it to this courtroom now. Well, you see, Your Honor. Take that! Isn't that the katana the defendant used to kill the victim, Mr. Wright? I respectfully and vehemently disagree, Your Honor. But I remember holding the weapon and getting blood on my fingers. That's exactly my point. If blood really gets on your fingers while you were holding it, there should be blood on the handle. You shouldn't always believe in your client with a certain actor. Please focus on the handle of this sword. There's not a trace of blood in it. And therefore, this is clear a contradiction on the facts. You're right. Oh my! Objection! The defendant must have simply confused a portion of her memories. Since it was easy to begin with, we can mull over every minor detail. Objection! But she also said there is no question in remembering it, a fact we can't ignore. In that case, why don't you explain what this contradiction with her memories means? Gladly! Just give me a sec to think of something. I want to say that Athena didn't stab anyone, but she said it herself that she remembers the feeling of committing the act. Think, Phoenix, think! What could the contradiction with Athena's memories mean? As I said, blood flowed on the handle, but the katana's handle is spotless. So doesn't it follow that the defendant must have used a weapon other than the katana? What are you up to this time? This is it. This time I found just the thing to end Athena's nightmare for good. No one took Dr. Sykes' life with the katana, that much is for sure. So can show a possible possibility that Athena didn't use the katana. Could help me prove her innocence. A different weapon, you say? What weapon would that be exactly? Right, of course, he would ask that. I can say you're floundering, Mr. Wright. Did you speak without thinking again, as always? How does he do that? I can't back down. Now hear now. That's right, I did, because it's so obvious it doesn't require any thought. Oh boy, here we go. What did you say? Okay, so maybe that was an exaggeration, but there has to be something. Oh, fuck. Was it some other bladed weapon in the robotics lab that day? But there's something on one of the crime scenes photos. Wait a minute. There is something! There's a high probability that was in the lab. I have a particular weapon here in evidence right now, but we don't have a piece of evidence just like it. So another blade that may have been at the crime scene. Yeah, Space Center text, so it should be there.
Take that!
But why there's another weapon in the Clay Terran case? Yes, this is the knife that took Mr. Terran's life. But there must have been a knife just like this at the scene 7 years ago as well. Toolkits containing utility knives like this one are issued to Space Center employees. A robotics lab especially would naturally have one of these around.
Objection!
But besides the katana and other bladed weapons found at the site, was in the investigation report. You didn't know?
Objection!
Of course I knew that. As you told me that, you told me just now. Now here's something for as you already knew. There was a toolkit at the scene, but it didn't contain any blades. Here's a photo of its contents. You're right, I don't see any kind of little tool. Fine, but isn't there something other than the design of these handles? Therefore, there was no other related weapon in the room.
Objection!
I disagree, this toolkit contained a knife. What proof do you have of that? Whatever you're ready for Alice feeling you too, Mr. Edgeworth. You're the last person in the world who should be criticizing my aesthetic sense. No, he's simply watching out for your ocular responsibility, Mr. Wright. Notice that the handles on each of these tools have sort of design on them. I see that they do. But what significance does it have? It's clear that one of the tools is missing from this kit. If we arrange the tools into a specific pattern, you may be able to tell which part of the overall design is missing. Is that the theory of pitiful sense of aesthetic how did you come up with? Edgeworth, just let it go, man. Show the court then, if you would. What part of the design would we see if we were to arrange their tools? Where is it? No. No. Oh, this one.
Take that!
What design is it supposed to represent? The EXA logo, Your Honor. It's on all the Space Center's documents and in pamphlets. Are you aware? EXA is the program that operates the Cosmos Space Center. I heard lately that EXA logo sign the sound like blah 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 blah. I really think the stars and rocket motif is going. EXA is another new name of the Federal Space R&D program. I think I see it now, but... Whoops. Yes, with this tool shown in this photo. The red A part of the logo is missing. And this is where the murder weapon from Terran case comes into play. Where to place the utility knife in the open slot? It will complete the EXA logo. So it would! That means... I made it, Mr. Edgeworth. My aesthetic sense is keener than yours. And while you're at it... I think that your weapon Miss Sykes used could have been this one. Ugh! Order! Order in the court! Miss Sykes confessed to having a memory of stabbing the victim. Immediately Miss Sykes most likely did stab someone using the utility knife. However, the weapon used to kill Dr. Sykes was the katana. Therefore, the act of stabbing Miss Sykes, we remember, couldn't be that of Dr. Sykes. Very well, let's suppose for a minute that Miss Sykes did use the utility knife. Tell me! How does that change anything? Come again? What if the katana was only being used as a decoy? We won't see the true murder weapon. With the real weapon that took the victim's life was the utility knife. Don't be ridiculous. Really changes the premise of your entire argument. I'm merely offering a hypothetical situation derived from your logic. Miss Sykes could have put blood on the katana to make it look like a murder weapon, and then conceal the knife on her person as on the black quill carried her away. Let us clear up the contradiction between mistakes, memories, and evidence. If in fact the murder weapon is a utility knife, the fate has dealt you a cruel hand. For you have just proven the knife's existence to the rest of us with your own logic.
Objection!
The prosecution is intended to lead the court.
Objection!
You are the one attending to lead the court, Mr. Wright. You're forcing us to forget the facts of this case. To remind you that there were only 2 people in the lab at the time of the murder. A defendant herself for stabbing someone with her own hands. No. But there's no whether the murder weapon was a katana or a utility knife. So as we know that the victim and the defendant were the only ones there. You will escape the fact that it was Athena Sykes who killed her own mother. I don't believe it. Why? Why does it keep happening? Every time I find a contradiction, it vanishes and the suspicion keeps coming back. It's as if... Now you're finally starting to get it. Contradictions keep vanishing because the charge is true. The suspicion keeps coming back into the defendant because that's where it belongs. Felix Wright, when will you open your eyes and say the truth? Yeah! Well, that's a process I haven't seen in a long time. I don't want to believe. I don't. I'm dying. I want to believe it. It can be true. But what if? It's alright. You fought a good fight. Then you've done all you can do. Is giving up really the only option? No. Snap out of it, Phoenix. What's the matter with you? Giving in to doubt? I can't look back. Forward is the only way to go. No, you're not yet. It isn't over yet. Right. Can't lose sight of what's important. Believe in Athena, and I'll always believe in her. To the very end. The defense lawyer never gives up on his client. To pick myself up and stand firm. Make that brain of yours work, Phoenix. Don't see a way, I'll just have to go back and look for one. Time to rethink this case. Thoroughly. Oh boy, it's time for this. Is it the fact that Athena must have started someone with utility knife? We were Poco witness as Athena's hug. Mr. Blackwell didn't see the knife at the scene. Just someone must have removed it from the lab before he arrived. We'll take the utility knife. If I trust in Athena, then I have to conclude there was a third person at the scene. According to Ponco's testimony, Athena and her mother were the only 2 there. How did the third person manage to escape Ponco's detection? But this person must have pulled Ponco behind his recognition because by covering... Wait a minute, Ponco has a heartbeat detection system too. If they covered their own face, Ponco would have still detected their presence. She wouldn't have been able to tell who they were. Wait, that's it! But it could have covered their face and posed as to which person to avoid detection. If the cover posed as the victim, it would explain why Ponco thought only she and Athena were there. They had to do was take advantage of Ponco's basic recognition features. So in order to pose as the victim, the could have posed as the victim by wearing her jacket with the edit tag on it. Still leaves the heartbeat detection system. How did the culprit get around that? Therefore, if Ponco could detect the real Dr. Psych heartbeat too. So I mean the real Dr. Psych was already dead by that time. So who did Athena stab? The real culprit. Yes, that's it! The person Athena stabbed wasn't Dr. Sykes. It was the person who murdered her and pretended to be her. The real culprit! Oh my fucking god, I'm a genius. Now Mr. Wright has finally finished thinking. Let's bring this to a sweet end. Please give us your verdict, Your Honor, so that we can move on to hostage negotiations. You're absolutely right, President Redshort. I hereby...
Objection!
I didn't say I was finished. I was only pausing for a second, because I realized something so shocking I had to take a break to digest it. But now I know for a fact that... Miss Sykes is innocent. But Ponco saw me! She witnessed the moment of the crime! Yes, Ponco did witness something. She saw the hug. In other words, the moment you used your utility knife. But the person you stabbed wasn't your mother. What are you saying, Mr. Wright? The answer is simple. There's only 6 stabbed. There's a third person posing as Dr. Sykes. What?
Objection!
Huh, do you really expect us to swallow that, Mr. Wright? I read the robot's statements there was no third person there. Do you really think I wouldn't see through your ludicrous rap for time?
Objection!
After all we've been through, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm disappointed. Don't you know by now that this smile of mine means I have absolute confidence? Ha! You write that post all the time regardless of the facts. There was a strange malfunction. Miss Atterall, you look pale. Shall I help you to the sick bay? Sorry, just mistaking Apollo for Clay. My apologies was assessed by Clay's ghost. It was another case of mistaking identity caused by a jacket ID tag. Or because Coco couldn't read Apollo's facial features due to that eye patch. Mr. Edgeworth said the mask could nullify the robot's facial recognition, and then all the person would have to do is wear a jacket with the victim's ID tag to pose as her.
Objection!
Of all the ridiculous theories, what good would a silly disguise like that do? Have you forgotten that the robot also has a hardy detection system? If there was a third person at the scene, the robot would have detected them. So Mr. Edgeworth, that doesn't count for much, I'm afraid. Because, by that time Dr. Sykes' heart had already stopped beating. What? So does that mean? Yes, Your Honor. The person is Sykes stabbed. The third person who was posing as Dr. Sykes. Some other serial killer. Oh, that's... Impossible! A mask? The person I stabbed was wearing a mask. Order in the court! Miss Sykes, did you say something? A mask? Yes, I remember Athena, what is it? Oh boy. I remember a man with a mask. How could he? What did he do to my mother? My head. Isaac, are you alright? No! Oh. Like Cyclops. They're breaking! It's all going back to me. Everything that happened the day my mother was murdered. They're gone. The black Cyclops are finally gone. You didn't really stab your mother, did you? It's alright, Athena. Just tell us what you saw that day. I was drawing a picture. When I was done, I went to show it to my mother. I opened the door, and then... yeah. It's alright, I'm right here. You're safe, Athena. She was on the floor, by the workbench, with a katana sticking out of her. There was a handkerchief over her face. I knew it was her by her clothes. And there was a man there! A man?
Hold it!
Quiet, Your Honor. Go on, Athena. He tried to attack me. In a panic, I grabbed the knife that was there and... He dodged at first, so I only got his clothes. I tried again. This time you got him, didn't you? I did. I remember it clearly now. The knife went into the back of his hand. He kicked me and I passed out. When I came to, my mom wasn't moving. I had to do something. I had to fix her, I thought. So I asked Pongo to move her to the operating table. So that's why she said that. Your Honor, as you can see, the defendant has just given us critical new testimony. I was there before Miss Sykes arrived, and who covers the victim's face. I put on the victim's jacket. This one is the real culprit. Miss Sykes, do you have any idea who this man was? No, I'm afraid I don't. A few moments ago, Miss Sykes mentioned a mask. Tina, can you tell us anything else about that? Yes, the mask. It was my mom's Japanese theater mask. I think it was the one hanging on the wall of the loft. Ah, this was hanging here on the wall. It's kind of spooky, that mask. My mom used to tell me that no mask even has the power to turn an ordinary human being into a phantom. A phantom? Ah, it would seem a new suspect has emerged. That means that all suspicions against Miss Sykes has. You see, this is precisely why I can't trust the court system. Athena Sykes is the murderer. Won't accept any other verdict. Miss Blackwell, this is not good. A new suspect? Where's the proof this person never existed? Who says it wasn't all just a dream in the little princess's groggy little head? Hi, Specky. She's right, we don't have any hard evidence of the masked man's existence. Thank you, Mr. Wright. I'll never be able to repay you for all you've done. But I'm fine now, because I can say with certainty that I didn't kill my mother. Athena, I'm so glad for you. More and more memories are coming back now. So I'd like to say one thing if I could. Pogo came to me, the robotics lab, around 2 PM to recharge. See where you're going with this. From we met, this was really the killer in disguise. Right, then he must have come to the robotics lab before 2 PM. Do you have anything here in the evidence that can help me find this person who came to the lab before 2 PM? Okay, before I present the video, I'm gonna check everything else. Okay, yeah, that is the video. So the Black is leaving the scene after the incident around 3 PM. What I'm wondering is, does the video show anyone else passing by there before then? I don't see anything in the investigation report. Looks like they didn't check. So I thought. So if we rewind the footage and go back to around 2 PM, we should be able to see the true culprit leave the scene. Very well then, let's take a look. There, please stop right there. Aha! Just like you said, there is someone leaving the scene of the crime. Besides, you remember this person? That's him, I'm sure of it. He's wearing my mother's jacket. But I really wanted to see what's her jacket. Jacket on display, that was Mr. Sykes. You see, there's a slash I made with your teeth knife that day. I'm sure that knife is under that jacket somewhere. So then, everything Miss Sykes said. Exactly, it proves that Miss Sykes' memory was correct. The Sykes killer arrived at the robotics lab before 2 PM. He hit her face with a handkerchief. And he disguised himself with Dr. Sykes' jacket and mask that were in the lab. They already knew beforehand that Pongo charged out at 2 PM every day. So waited for Pongo to come to the lab for her regular recharge. Having Dr. Sykes' jacket on, Robin tricked Pongo into thinking he was Dr. Sykes, and making it look like she was alive up to that point in time. But this guy's the real time of death.
Objection!
It's a nice theory, Mr. Wright, but I'm afraid that it's just not possible. But what? Why not? This jacket is clearly visible right there in the video. Right there. That's precisely the problem. The detail on the jacket of the scene confirms beyond doubt that it belonged to the victim. The person who left the lab truly was wearing the victim's jacket. Then how could it possibly have wound up back at the crime scene? What's going on? Doesn't make sense. Edgeworth's right. If the culprit was wearing the jacket, how did it get back to the lab? The killer used the jacket as a disguise to make his escape. But in order to conceal that fact, he had to get the jacket back to the crime scene. So the culprit simply returned to the robotics lab later and planted it there. Colleagues are resolved.
Objection!
Except it would have been impossible. The only people who came out to the robotics lab after the killer were Bruto Blackwell and the people who reported the body. They claimed that the jacket was there when they arrived. So, when you propose the mysterious man of yours had the chance to return the jacket? A vexing question indeed. When did the culprit have the chance to bring the jacket back? The time the culprit could have returned the jacket was when the body was found. Mr. Wright, do you realize the implication of that argument? I do. Most people, when they come across a murder, focus their attention on the body. The Wright could have taken advantage of that split second to plant the jacket. In other words, the true culprit of this case, the man known as the Phantom, was one of the first people to discover the body. I would never have thought of that. Order in the court. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Edgeworth? The body was discovered and unreported by a group of 3 people. They were there to collect the space probe's capsule in preparation for the Hatwan launch. One of those people had a special bag to transport the capsule in. Oh, you mean the shock-resistant bag? Correct. I suppose if the jacket was in that bag, it would have been returned to the scene of the crime without anyone noticing. I'll see to it that you get the reports on those 3 people. You will? We should also check that facial recognition database for that robot. This person felt the need to hide his face with a theater mask. Maybe mean that his facial data was so much registered. Prosecutor Edgeworth? Does this mean... I have to admit, I leave Sykes' memories to be credible. You ain't right. Not that this was ever an official trial anyway. The lawyers deceive me. Mr. Edgeworth, are you actually conceding? Is this true, boss? Does this mean... I can't believe it. It's over. I won. We thought both Athena and Prosecutor Blackwell are innocent. Your Honor, I see no further no need to prolong this trial.
Objection!
Hold on, Mr. Wright. Have you forgotten who's in charge of this trial? That's right. I'm the one who's supposed to say I no need for prolong. I knew he was going to say that. Not you either, Your Honor. Now silence. The Ether Princess was truly beloved by the Metis, or repaid that love with death. All these years hating Athena was the only thing that kept me going. What do I do now? Can anybody tell me? How am I supposed to go on? Miss Blackwell. How unlike you, Aura. Metis was deeply passionate about her work, and she chose you as her partner. Isn't that? Shut up, Simon. You know exactly how I felt about her. Staying as a co-worker wasn't all that I wanted. Then what do you want from her? You really just go there, Your Honor? Aura, there's something I wanted to say if you will lend me an ear. Man, props to this series for being so fucking gay. Good for them, good for them. My god. The people at Capcom truly do be based. Aura, there's something I wanted to say if you will lend me an ear. I'm in my possession. A lead on who Metis' murderer is. You do? Right, no. You asked me about the identity of the Phantom of 7 years have passed. That's right. The Phantom. The person Blackwell has been looking for, even from behind bars. 7 years ago, somebody hatched a plan to sabotage the Hat-1 rocket. The spy. But he was no ordinary spy. We knew not about him. His background, appearance. We came to refer to him as the Phantom. At the time I was working with the police to hunt him down. The one day a miracle occurred, and I obtained a lead on him. Oh, how exciting! What was the lead? A recording of the Phantom's voice, but the quality was too poor for proper voice analysis. Yeah, I had hope. Our co-worker was a scientist who could analyze human emotions. So I heard to evaluate the recording using analytical psychology. And the scientist was Dr. Sykes. Yes, a spy's greatest fear is to have his true identity discovered. In addition to Hat 1, Dr. Sykes' results were, and the recording were surely among his targets. By search of the Space Center bore no fruit, she was starting to panic. He couldn't find them. Look, alright. She just... Alright, you were gay as hell for her, but don't take your protection of her daughter. Yeah, pretty much. She's just like me for real. He couldn't find them? But where could they have been? Who is to say? Oh, I bet he's never let that out of his head all these years. How in the world did you smuggle them into prison? Oh, I have my ways. What's more, my partner is especially talented at that sort of thing. Ah, I see. Good birdie. I worked to lure the Phantom into by spreading rumors throughout the underworld. I was being granted permission to prosecute cases to attract the Phantom attention. Just try to retrieve your identity, you bloody butcher, became my taunt. What about the results Dr. Sykes drew up for you? Was there any useful information? Here, you can see for yourself. But take good care of it. It's all I have left of my mentor. I will. I'll let her hold to this really tight. Sadie emotion rarely fluctuates and he doesn't experience feelings like normal people do. Weird. Psychological profile classified. Emotional output of these boys extremely weak compared to typical voices. Targeting to have a unique psychological makeup with almost no emotional fluctuation. I guess that's why he was chosen as a spy. No emotional fluctuation, huh? A spy who experiences no emotions. Not sadness nor anger, and naturally no fear. He's the very definition of a phantom. Monster with no heart. Don't you see? This creature is the rat that destroyed our lives and set what leads us into motion. The Phantom indeed. A fitting name for the one who's brought darkness to our world. Well then. Since a faint image of this man has started to take shape, based on what we have learned, I'd like all of you to conduct further investigation. It's not a formal trial, but I do want to follow a protocol. If I may, I'd like to hand down my verdicts and bring these proceedings to an end. Whatever. Do what you want. You'll hear no objection from me. Yes, please, Your Honor. It's over. It's finally over. Very well. In that case, Mr. Blackwell, could you please take the stand? I'm already there. As a result of this trial, your innocence has been proven. Already handed down 7 years ago is hereby overturned. And now, the defendant of the current trial, Miss Athena Sykes. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, thank you. Thank you for everything. Athena, you're more than welcome. If everyone is ready, I will now give my verdict. Oh boy. You! Apollo, what do you want? Apollo! What is the meaning of this? Congratulations, Mr. Wright and Prosecutor Edgeworth. You uncovered the truth from 7 years ago and you saved Prosecutor Blackwell. However, I can't allow this trial to end just yet. Why, Apollo? Why would you do this to us? So you still think Athena killed Terran? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's go. Now I have to fight against Apollo. Mr. Justice, please explain yourself. It's very simple, there isn't much to explain. The defendant, Miss Athena Sykes, might not be innocent. What are you talking about? The case from 7 years ago has been settled. I'm not talking about the past here, I'm talking about the present case. Still not clear who killed Clay Terran. But Apollo, why would you... Miss Sykes, please listen quietly to what I have to say. What in the world is Apollo trying to do? Your Honor, please allow me a little of the court's time. But this is a trial for the case from 7 years ago. Miss Blackwell, I'd like to ask a favor of you. Just as you lost someone close to you, I lost someone close to me too. I'm sure you want to know the real truth of what happened as much as I do. Apollo. Heh, sure, you know I'm all for the truth. Now let's see you expose the princess's guilt. Judge, I give my permission. Continue with the trial. Very well. Is that alright with you, Mr. Edgeworth? Rosagosa has no objections. Let's hear Mr. Justice's testimony. I have the police investigation report brought immediately. Told you to, Edgeworth. I really hope it's because you have something up your sleeve. Very well, your opening statement, please, Prosecutor Edgeworth. As you wish. Let's review the case of the murder of Mr. Clayteran. It was very clear in the previous trial that Solomon Starbuck was not his killer. Therefore, the true culprit was someone else. On that day, the culprit waited for the astronauts in boarding lounge 1. When the two men made their escape out of the Space Museum, the killer attacked Mr. Terran with the same type of knife that was used 7 years ago. In order to escape into the Space Museum. Next, Director Jury Cosmos switched the launch pads. After that, the culprit exited the Space Museum and entered by boarding lounge 2. Therefore, the story must make clear who Mr. Terran's true killer was. In other words, we must discover who it was that escaped through the Space Museum that day. Thank you, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Mr. Wright, is the defense ready? Yes, Your Honor. But I rearrange my evidence. So, toss the shit. And Mr. Justice, your testimony, if you please. So what do we have left? Oh! Okay, so now it's funny fun. So it's the funny bomb, the emergency ladder, the lighter, our statement, launchpad 1 door lock, this security video again. Why is a security video? Okay, I guess I'm ready. For justice accusation. Suspecting is sex of the word of Clayteran. My great suspicions were confirmed when the incriminating evidence presented itself. Relations is the only one who could have utilized the launchpad switch to escape. That is why I was to indict Miss Sykes on this charge of murder. Oh boy. Order! Order in the court. Mr. Justice, you realize you're charging your own co-worker with murder, don't you? Yes, Your Honor, because that is the conclusion my investigation has led me to. But Apollo, why? How could you suspect me to? Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. I don't get it. Just what did you find out over the past few days to make you think this? Well, first, you suspicion of Miss Sykes. It all started when Miss Sykes and I were investigating the crime scene. When she saw the weapon that killed Mr. Terran, my bracelet reacted. Since she'd never seen the knife before, but my bracelet told me otherwise. And then every time after that, my bracelet would react when she talked about the case. Poor Apollo must have been beside himself during that investigation. It's weird that we didn't get anything about that ourselves. I didn't know what to do or think. I couldn't even sleep. The condition I knew wouldn't be any good in court, so I should wear an eye patch, so I wouldn't be able to perceive any of her tales. So that's why Apollo was acting so strangely. But the reason Miss Sykes considered reacting to the knife that way is because she stabbed her mother's murder with one identical to it 7 years ago.
Objection!
But that knife was also the murder weapon that was used to kill Clayteran. Or it could have also reacted to her because she knew she was a killer too. I see as a point. I guess it wasn't the only reason I became suspicious of her.
Hold
That's the letter that was found in the Space Museum with her fingerprints on it, right? But even if it's indecisive, there must be other facts we don't know about it yet. Let's so go ahead and prove it then. Look, honestly I don't want to believe it's true either. But Miss Sykes was the only one who was in the Space Museum at the time of the murder. Oh, Mr. Justice, Miss Sykes had absolutely no motive to kill Mr. Terran.
Objection!
7 years ago, Miss Sykes lived at the Cosmos Space Center. It would be strange to have some kind of connection to him. Besides, he was sometimes killed for motives we can't even imagine. I know you've seen plenty of cases like that in your own career, Mr. Wright. I still can't believe this. How can you actually suspect Athena, Apollo?
Hold it!
Is it possible that somebody else used that same escape route? I'm afraid not, Mr. Wright. Why not? Recall there is a security camera in boarding Launch 1 at the launchpad door. It's the camera that captured Mr. Thor and Mr. Starbuck. There's also another security camera in boarding Launch 2. Recording Mr. Turner's killer, or rather, besides coming out of the Space Museum. Camera in boarding Launch 2? Because I've heard of it, but it makes sense. Dina said she had snuck into Space Museum the night before the incident. And was overcome and passed out until around noon the next day. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This ain't looking good. Must have been when the camera captured her. That's what made Apollo suspect her even more. But wait a minute. I guess he more likely recorded the true culprit as well.
Objection!
That's a negative on that one too, Mr. Wright. In the footage taken after the incident, Miss Sykes is the only one who appears. What? Why? Order in the court. That can't be, but if it is, then it's incredibly incriminating. Wasn't it you who proved in the previous trial the way the true culprit escaped? Was we at the Space Museum after the pads have been switched? Oh, you previously proved, turned on its ear, leaving you client high and dry. I must say, that's been just finished right. That's why I wish didn't take Miss Sykes on him charged with murder.
Hold it!
Give me a second. Blaming your client is the end to the end is a basic principle of good defense. Should you extend that same principle to your own co-worker? You're probably right. Maybe I'm not even fit to be a lawyer. However, I don't care. This case is special to me. Clay was my friend. And that's why I might have to know the truth. I also suspect that he's trusted co-worker of killing his friend. So he starts the investigation on his own, but that only led to more doubts. Apollo must have been really struggling with this. Well, Apollo may have doubts, but... I'll say it again, Athena Sykes isn't the murderer. Then I have only one thing to say. Evidence is everything in courtroom. Well, Mr. Wright, think you have the concrete proof to knock down my argument? Your arguments have been very clear, Mr. Justice. Your tactics appear to be indisputable. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think of my theory? Looks like not even you can deny it. Miss X was the only one who could use the only possible escape route. Under these circumstances, there can be no other suspect but the defendant. Unless... You think it was an alternative escape route? Is that what you think, Mr. Wright? Is that what you think, Mr. Wright? Is that what you think, Phoenix? God fucking damn it. Was there an alternative escape route? Yes, of course there must have been. Just don't ask me what. You're just bluffing again, aren't you? Me? Bluff? No way. He knows me too well. It's fine, Mr. Wright. Being a bluff should be just fine. As long as you can. Clear up this doubt inside me! Wait, so is that what this is all about? I want to believe in Athena. I really do. What is faith without doubt? That's why I need to question her guilt. So the once the truth is finally comes out, I can really fully trust her. So that's why, so that you can really trust me? Huh. Since your junior partner has just shown us what trials are truly all about, I believe you're right. We propose to go to painstakingly question every detail in pursuit of the defendant. But we lawyers believe in and defend our clients to the end. Ah, so it's going good. It's going good. Just me scrambling my brain with Phoenix trying to work this out. Also, this is a big ass callback to the second game, because this is basically the conclusion they reached in that game as well. When all sides go all out against each other, that's when we discover the truth. Precisely, and when the battle is over, we will understand the true meaning of trust. This is exactly what trials are about. Wouldn't you agree? Yes! I couldn't ignore the seed of doubt that was growing inside me. So I decided I need to face it head on. No matter what the truth is that's waiting ahead, I won't be afraid. That's so like Apollo, always awareness about things like this. Mr. Justice, I'm about to dispel every last bit of doubt in your heart. Good! Because I want to believe in Miss Sykes again. You're really hoping there was an alternative route, aren't you, Apollo? If I use the process of elimination, there really aren't that many possibilities. The Commons was at the southern exit, meaning only the control room and the corridor to the Space Museum, which actually the culprit has escaped through. Come, Mr. Wright, where do you think the culprit escaped to? Here. There? But anybody could have escaped that way. But can you really say with certainty that it is impossible? Yes, oh, come on. I guess you're right. What are you doing? Are you serious, Mr. Wright? Are you serious, Mr. Wright? I was trying to do a trash shoot, but okay. There was something around. Okay, let's... bleh. I feel like I'm at... yeah. I don't know, I'm just... You really could escape to this corridor to the Space Museum. All to do was use the unconscious Mr. Starbucks brains to get through the door.
Objection!
It appears that you're trying to establish this Miss Sykes Guild. The complete use that route to this exit would have been this boarding lounge too. The logical conclusion of your argument is that the killer is not the defendant. I knew it. That's the only way it could be, huh? Corey's playing into the corridor that leads to the museum. Then yes, it's true. The only exit would have been into the boarding lounge too. Miss Sykes was the only person captured by the boarding lounge 2 security camera. But saying the crime scene for thoroughly. And the place the culprit could have escaped was the Space Museum corridor. Not the other secret corridors or anything. So leave us with no other conclusion to drop, but Athena Sykes was the culprit. What could the answer be? Was there really no other escape route? But hold on a second. What if... Where did those mysterious leaves we saw in the corridor come from? Is there a clue to the culprit's real escape route? I think it is possible that the culprit escaped into the Space Museum, but then came out using a route other than into the boarding lounge too. Oh? That's what one in the Space Museum were switched after the bombing, meaning Space Museum corridor was moving along the rail at the time. It's exactly when an alternative escape route opened after culprit. Are you kidding me? Huh. Judging by the intense look on your eyes, I think you're serious. Very well then, Mr. Wright. To tell. Where could the culprit have gone from the museum corridor besides boarding lounge 2? Let's see. I'm gonna read this because I'm not sure I get it. So museum corridor was moving along the rail at the time, which is only when an alternative escape route opened to the culprit. I guess they could have jumped at the control room.
Take that!
There's a spot somewhere in your head. What must have been like God damn it. Perhaps we better show the security door on this morning tiny blah 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 blah. Everybody doesn't seem to us. Yes, I know, look at you. Ugh, I hate these kinds of questions. Moving along the rail. Yes. Did he just jump off?
Take that!
Found something odd while investigating. Okay, I guess he just jumped off. Okay then. Found something odd while investigating. Like, I was thinking maybe he jumped to a window or something into the control room, but no. He just jumped off, straight up. We found something else while investigating the museum corridor this afternoon, namely a few dead leaves on the floor. Considering where dead leaves come from, they point us to exactly where the culprit escaped to. Yes, I remember seeing some leaves myself. Ah! Do you mean... Yeah, well, the Space Museum was in motion just beyond the corridor safety door. It was an alternative place that the culprit could use to escape. In other words, the culprit's real escape route was the area outside the Space Center. You're freaking insane!
Objection!
Do you know how impossible that would be? The corridor's there with the third floor. Yeah, that's why I didn't click it in the first place. When the culprit tried to lift out to the outside wall of the Space Center building, it would fall to their death.
Objection!
Ordinarily, yes. But after the bombing incident, the culprit could make use of a certain item. What item was it exactly, Mr. Wright? Alright, this is what the culprit used to leap out to the outside wall.
Take that!
Emergency ladder? Was an emergency ladder in the fourth floor robotics lab. Was used that day after the explosions to help evacuate people. Miss Blackwell herself used the ladder to escape down to the ground level. They called the launch pads were switched after the ladder was lowered. The corridor would have passed by the ladder while the pads were being switched. And that's when the corporate leader sprang into action. Hell yeah! I leapt onto the ladder. What? Who would imagine? Only the court. Well, our television camera seems to emerge. We say someone other than Miss Sykes could have been the culprit, right?
Objection!
Making things up on the flies and attempt to sway the court again, are we, Mr. Wright? If there was so many holes, it would switch seats to shame. Alright, then name one. I hear detailed information about the Space Center. Going to this. The distance between the museum corridor and the main building during movement is a full 20 feet. That's a long jump. 20 feet? You're pulling my leg, right? In addition, the corridor is 3 floors from the ground, roughly 50 feet. What's more, the culprit would be leaping to a precarious place. Unstable ladder. Arrgh. Human beings feel fear in dangerous situations, so makes survival instinct. Ah, ordinary person would certainly hesitate before jumping. Or even freeze in fear and not jump at all.
Objection!
But the culprit had just murdered someone. In an ordinary state of mind.
Objection!
Nevertheless, why would they have taken that kind of risk? They would have waited for the switch to be complete and escaped to boarding lounge 2.
Objection!
Because there was a security camera in boarding lounge 2. They already knew they would be recorded if they left the museum that way.
Objection!
In that case, the culprit could have hidden in the museum until things settled down. And then blending in with the other people after the museum was open. That's a good point. We claim that despite all this, the culprit took a 20-foot death-defying leap. And only brief moment the corridor and ladder passed by each other. That's also a good point. They would have needed a running start while the corridor was moving to make that jump. Their time was off if they couldn't jump far enough, it would have been instant death. But the person would jump in something like that. So bring up good points, Worth. This true culprit of yours is nothing but a fragment figure in your imagination. Why do you always have to point out every flaw? Well, this is a simple answer. Mitchell was right, that does sound pretty insane. But it would have to be someone who feels no fear like a stuntman. But everyone feels fear on some level. Right? Wait a minute. Ah, I got it this time. I can prove that there is someone who could have used this alternative escape route. Or can you now? Explores the possibility of a person who could have used the alternative escape route.
Take that!
What's that, Mr. Wright? This is a certain person, very interesting psych profile. The subject doesn't experience feelings like normal people do. In other words, this person doesn't feel happiness, sadness, or fear. Doesn't feel fear? What? Right! You can't be serious! Without the constraint of fear. He could easily do another, but an ordinary person wouldn't dare. Just as you or I could do a broad jump on the ground without the slightest fear. This subject could make a 20-foot leap, 50 feet up in the air. You would choose this extreme way of escaping without hesitation. So you're saying that to a person without fear, the alternative route would be quicker and eliminate the chance to be spotted. Saying pretty extreme, Mr. Wright. Oh, was there such a person there at the scene? Yes. The Phantom, that mysterious shadowy figure who kept poking up. Oh dear. The Phantom, again? I knew the Phantom was there behind the scenes of the Space Center bombing. Wasn't sure if he was connected to the murder of Clay Terran as well. But now it's all clear. The Phantom is the one who not only bombed the Space Center but also killed Mr. Terran. Wait a minute, I think we talked about 50 minutes ago. Order in the court, order I say. Mr. Wright, please continue. There are just too many similarities between these games than one from 7 years ago. But why, you may ask? It could be because both incidents were the work of the same Phantom. So this Phantom is the one who killed Clay? But who is he? This Phantom has been haunting this case, pulling the strings, the background. Who could this unidentified international spy be? Right, this creeper may have been a part of Phantom's plan from the start. This was tricking Director Cosmic to switch in the launch pads. On the second floor was meant to make the elevators and stairs unusable. That's why he gave advance warning and planted the bombs where he did. Yes, I think you're right. But it doesn't explain this one last thing. Vacation told me true, but it was such a pain. Why couldn't they have used the ladder in the other rooms? The next lab wasn't the only room with an emergency ladder, but he couldn't have made that leap unless he was certain which one it would be. So you mean... the Phantom must be someone who knew that particular ladder was going to be used. Was going to be used? That's right. Who will it be? Wait a minute. See ladder? Like the detective? No fucking way. Miss Blackley lowered the ladder after being told to by the detective laid in the... Ah! You've gotta be kidding me. You figured it out, right? Do you know who the person is? Yes, I do. Who is it? Who killed Clay? Or Mr. Spy, known as the Phantom, is none other than... No fucking way! No fucking way! That's no! No! No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No fucking way! Why would he help us with Blackwell if he was the spy? It makes no sense. That makes absolutely no sense. Why would he help us with Blackwell's whole ordeal? What? After explosions, a member of the staff crossed paths with a certain detective. I was on duty on the 4th floor. It was quite a madhouse, I tell you. As for the detective who was leading the evacuation from the 4th floor, he had a very specific objective in mind. So I lowered my emergency ladder like the detective leading the evacuation told me to. No way! Like, that's fucking nuts! His objective was to secure his own escape route. Lower an emergency ladder from a 4th floor window and escape that way. Once everyone else got out safely, I made my way down too. I headed to the shelter. This is a detective you all know. He's even the lead detective on the current case. He appears to be a very emotional man, but his psych profile says he is without emotion.
Take that!
What? Are you saying? You mean the Phantom is the Fulbright, right? Exactly. We're all taken in by his fake persona. The Fulbright's real identity is the Phantom. What? What the fuck? Order the court! It's alright, how could this be? That's easy, Your Honor. Detective Fulbright was leading the 4th floor evacuation effort. What's clear is that he made no attempt to have any other ladder put to use. The in the robotics lab is the only one he ordered to be lowered. Second is that he directed everybody to the basement shelter by this ladder. But it was all part of his plan to create an escape route. But there's a problem with that. Because Aura saw the murderer while she was going down. Yeah, that's a problem. The detective Fulbright saw it the ladder was lowered from the robotics lab. Oh wait, you're telling me while everyone was going down, he went to the deed? He went to the lounge where he killed Clay to run escape into the Space Museum. The museum started moving slowly, so he waited for the right time and got a running start. Just as the corridor was passing the ladder, he hit onto it. I don't believe it. The little pat detective did it all. Was it really him? I mean, all this time I thought... Sorry, I didn't catch your name. My name? I'm Bobby Fulbright. The heroic detective who defends our good citizens from evil. The champion of justice who comes running whenever you're in need. And my catchphrase? It's injustice we trust. The Black Queen has been to handle his battle for the last several years. Oh boy. And his concern for Simon was also just one big act? I sort of remember the Black Queen and make him a valued member so that again. So just sit by and watch him give in to his emotions and steer the defendant apart. That monster killed Clay! He had me completely fooled! Come to think of it, he's the one who brought the blasting lighter out to court too. This comment even made me turn on Athena! Damn it, how the hell did I fall for that? For him to have worn his way into the police department as well. Ugh. Your Honor, the defense demands the question that the Boy Fulbright. Yes, I agree that we need to hear from him right away. The one will take a short recess and then the thief Fulbright will take the stand. What the fuck? My brain, what the fuck? There's no way! Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. If it wasn't for everyone, for everything you did, I... Don't thank me yet. Still have an uphill battle to fight. You got it, boss! Apollo! Well, this is awkward. Athena, can you do me a favor? Huh? What is it? Could you... Pass me, please! I knew he was going to say that. God damn it. What? Why should I do that? Because I should believe in you. Let the seed of doubt inside me get the best of me. I'm really sorry that I didn't trust... Ow! Why such a dope? I was really touched by what you did. Huh? What are you talking about? I want to believe in Athena! I really do! Took the time and effort to genuinely think about who I am and what I'm made of. After all that, I could have been a true friend like you, Apollo. I have any trouble slapping him a second ago. Thanks, Athena. And thank you for watching me up, for waking me out to reality again. So I know now who to call if I ever get a sleeping cord. You have some promising people. Does you have some promising young people working hard, do you? Edgeworth. Yeah, I think they're pretty great myself, and I'm not afraid to keep me in line. Anyway, I have some very good news. Our Blackwell has surrendered and the hostages have been set free. Tricia and all the others? Oh, thank goodness. Miss Blackwell said she had something she really needed to do. Surrender her special permission to do what she must. Now it is. I'm going to shoot the detective right in the head! Oh, it's Blackwell. I'm going to apologize, if that's what you are thinking. My actions are what allowed the truth of what happened 7 years ago to come to light. But it come because I had something to say to all of you. Miss Sora! She better not be here to complain about something. Miss Blackwell, I want to apologize to you. Now that you couldn't trust the core system, it's our fault. Yes, it's true that course I feel with incompetent idiots, still. I suppose I could let you handle the rest of this case for me. Oh, Miss Sora, does this mean you're starting the trust system again? No, of course not. Be quiet, Hack and Junk. It's just, I wouldn't mind if you were the ones with who took Metis killer down. Leave it to us, we'll get him. So I guess that means she's starting to trust us at least. Why am I still wearing these chains? Aura. Simon, I'm so glad both of you and the princess were cleared up of suspicion. And now thanks to me and my robots, you better be grateful. Huh. I never imagined you would go that far. Though you always were extreme. I don't recall ever requesting your help. As close as ever, I see. Well, now that you have been released, I guess it's my turn to go live in the slumber. Let's hope you're not a prosecutor for my trial. Probably give me the death penalty. You know me all too well. God damn it, you fucked you too. I guess love can take on a variety of expressions, including stunting in their case. I truly was about to be executed tomorrow. Though, because of you, it looks like I won't be crossing the sticks just yet. You have my heartfelt thanks, Aura. I'm sorry I caused you so much anguish. Simon. Oh, oh, just hug already. I'm so glad, Simon. So very glad to hear you say that. Aura. Alright, that's enough of that. Behave, taking me to the detention center. Miss Blackwell's lead was inexcusable, but it's clear she did it out of love for her brother. I think I'm right minor on Detective Fulbright being the Phantom. Blackwell is like, what the fuck? I can't believe he killed Clay. I can't believe that fucking asshole was the one keeping me in check. Right, I murdered my mentor, which brought great distress upon Lady Alcina. Chief Prosecutor. Yes? I would ask a favor. Would you allow me to stand as the prosecutor bench for this trial? Or is to claim the Phantom set by my own hand? That was my plan all along. After all, it's highly unconventional for a man of my position to stand in court. Sir. The formal paperwork has yet to be filled, but you're hereby conditionally released. Please take the prosecutor's bench in your official capacity and uncover the truth by your own hand. I'm much obliged. Oh, the day to part with this has come at last. Chief Prosecutor, could you... How long have I waited? Maybe it's the sense of freedom, but even the air seems fresher, the light brighter. And I will really slash in that black card to Fulbright to shreds without mercy. I don't have to be able to read his heart to see how happy he is. I'm so glad, but I won't cry just yet. After all, we still got a trial to finish. It's okay to cry, Athena, I promise. Mr. Blackwell? Is right? Please have case that for me. What are you talking about, Apollo? You're going to the defense bench with me. I am? Well, I can't expect Athena to assist me now, can I? She's the defendant. Leaves you, Apollo. But, are you sure you want me? I took a leave of absence and everything. Well, our office is pretty short-handed, and you're a lifeguard. Thank you, Mr. Wright. Apollo? Athena, I can say with all my heart now. I believe in you, in your complete innocence. And now we're going to prove it to the world. Thank you, Apollo. I know you can do it.
So, you won't be needing that eye patch anymore, right?
Right, because I'm fine now.
Oh no, the fucking... the fucking frames. The poor emulator can't handle the animation. Let's go, Apollo! Oh, thank God, they didn't speak anymore. My God, the frames just dropped hard. Now this is the Apollo I know. Welcome back, Apollo! It's almost time for the trial to restart. It looks like you have things well in hand. Yep. I should head back to the prosecutor's office. But why? I want to look into a few things. Namely, the first people on this scene 7 years ago. The visual data registered by the robot. A Detective Fulbright's background. That's great, Edgeworth. Thanks. Let's be to repeat with a victory, right? If you'll excuse me. On my side, the thing like the animation wasn't a problem. It's not the music and everything else was going at 18 frames per second. Okay, you two all set to go? You bet I am. Let's do this. Injustice with trust. This is the final battle. Murder of Apollo's friend. The courtroom bombing incident. The case that was shared in the dark age of the law 7 years ago. Destiny has called us to bring the one responsible for it out to justice today. Let's go, boys! Let's now reconvene, but first save. There we go. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has never been more ready. You know, this is the first time we've been at the defense bench together since I debuted. Now that you mention it. Well, back then I thought you were more loud than you were reliable. Really, Phoenix? Oh, come on. You did come a long way since then, Apollo. You grow loud. Well, there have been some hiccups, but I guess I've done pretty well. Are you looking at me, Mom? We still got the office, though. Mr. Blackwell, with the 7-year mistake now resolved, you can finally take your rightful place. Yes, guess we can give the chicha for later. Believe, please bring the witness immediately. Even with those handcuffs off, Prosecutor Blackwell seems to be pretty much the same. 7 years of campiness doesn't go away so easily, I guess. Oh, ha ha ha, Bobby Fulbright here. I heard I wasn't on the stand, so here I am. Lady Fulbright, do you know why you have been called to give testimony? Yeah, because there's only one reason why I'd be called. And it's because it's time for justice. Injustice with trust.
Objection!
You can't fool us with that anymore. Your justice is nothing but lies. What are you questioning my integrity, the integrity of my sense of justice? I mean, sure, sometimes I make mistakes, but hey. His acting is exactly the same as always. Tell me about it. He must be feeling fully confident. Fulbright, if you wish to dispel our suspicions, then let's get to your testimony. Alright, fine. You want me to prove my righteousness? Certainly I can certainly do that. The embodiment of justice, oh boy. I'm the embodiment of justice itself. Oh, you made me into believe with your far-fetched arguments. At this bit, all this skip route is only a theory. You don't have any proof. What we do have is proof that Tina Sykes is the culprit, the letter in her prints on it. So you're saying the suspicions against you are complete false. And the defendant is the real culprit. That's right. Mr. Lawyer's escape route is totally circumstantial. You don't have any proof that I made a big leap onto the ladder. You don't have proof. You are correct about that. However, you don't have any proof for your claim either. Nah, oh, you're right. But you can define justice with evidence. Who can define it anyway? Justice! Justice!
Objection!
That might be break out the dictionary on you.
Ah,
Please don't throw the book at me. Tell me the Phantom didn't just make me set up a stupid plan for him. Yes, I know to lose focus, alright. Oh, justice is a crystal clear. What's not clear are your eyes. We can smell the justice.
Silence!
Enough of your rubbish, Fulbright. You have even an ounce of justice, then you will answer the court's questions and prove it. Propositor Blackwell? Don't like his looks torn. Well, Fulbright was his partner after all. Propositor Blackwell is right. The truth will be revealed in the cross-examination. Suspicions against Detective Fulbright are at this point the only suspicions. That's why you do just a glance against the detective as impartially as I can. Does anyone have any objections? That's fine, Your Honor. Oh, now answer away and don't hold back. Well, there don't appear to be any objections. Very well, Mr. Wright. He's taking your examination. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Hold it!
The embodiment of justice? Those are just empty words. But they say if you keep saying something, it can eventually become the truth. Is that how people make their dreams come true too? By wishing over and over? Alright, alright. Let's just move on.
Hold it!
Arguments are hardly far-fetched. There's careful reasoning behind my theory. Yes, well, apparently there's reasoning behind even a tofu burger. What we have against Miss Sykes, though, is not just reasoning, but solid evidence. And it's called the lighter with Miss Sykes' fingerprints on it in the victim's blood. Yes, that's true, but... Wait, Detective Fulbright was the one who brought that evidence to the trial. If you are harboring suspicions, it's just Fulbright. You're right to know. Say about the lighter. He's right, but what exactly should I ask about? Please tell me the court about the position of the prints on the lighter. They're on the same spot on either side as they would be if she were holding it up. I suppose if it was used to light the room, it would be held up to a... Could you please add that statement to your testimony? Oh boy.
Hold it!
Please tell us more about the circumstances surrounding the ladder. Well, I'd much rather expound on the topic of justice, but oh, alright. Let's see, what should I ask about? Please tell Gordon what you remember about Miss Blackwell at the time. She appeared to be really angry that I come was disrupting her work. She threw a robot at me. Yikes, I hope it wasn't pork loco. This is very important information, isn't it? I'll just like this one then. Why don't you let me decide that?
Hold it!
You mean the lighter that was found in the museum, is that right? The one and only. After Miss Sykes ordered Mr. Terrance is given to the Space Museum. That's when she provided the lighter. Then the launch pad were switched, she ran out of the Space Museum, where her image was caught by the security camera. Without evidence, I should probably save this fight for another time.
Hold it!
Can you mention she saw a little lighter behind being held up? Yep. And the person Miss Blackwell saw was the owner of the fingerprints, who just recently died when I asked Miss Sykes. Ugh, this time of questioning is going to get me anywhere except conviction land. Should I try asking him something else? So how many prints were found exactly? 3 the thumb, the index finger, and the middle finger of our right hand. Well, support the statement. Could we please have it? Solid my testimonies? You got it. Well, that was easy. Hit to it. We're investigating or verifying speed is, or testifying the speed is the key. Well, that was easy.
Objection!
So the prints were from our right hand, is that correct? That's right, very clear prints. But that just doesn't add up. Huh? Doesn't add up. According to Miss Blackwell, who saw the culprit herself, this person held a lighter in their left hand. Oh? So here's the dilemma before us. Why are the prints on the lighter from a right hand instead of a left? Ugh! You're right. Doesn't make sense, does it? Your Honor, the lighter can hardly be called incriminating evidence. The windows closed, they don't even hold water. Did you fall right? But you have a good explanation for this. I just can't understand it. There are definitely right handprints. But then why are they inconsistent with the Whisper statement? I've got it! What are you, a detective? The mirror. The witness must have seen a reflection of the culprit in the mirror. Go on. Miss Blackwood was looking through the window of boarding last one, wasn't she? I believe so. If you mean the little window on the back to the right of the room. Oh, that's right, and across the room there will be the wall. It's a large mirror. Oh, I don't remember seeing it. Ah! So you're saying... Yes, the culprit was Blackwell's. Miss Blackwell so must have been a reflection of that person in the mirror. I see, in that case, right and left would appear, where shouldn't they? Oh, now you see. That's the logic of pure justice.
Objection!
But your argument is only conjecture. You don't have any proof that what Mr. Blackwell saw was a reflection.
Silence.
Right or no, you'd sooner nick yourself than him like that. Put some more muscle into it. Huh? That's right. This letter couldn't have been in the left hand. Why not? It's like it says she saw an emblem on the right lighter, didn't she? I mean, it's only on the one side of the right lighter. You're right, there's no emblem on the other side. Let's say, as planning as smooth as the judge's fine scalp. If the couple had held the lighter in their left hand, they would have covered the emblem. Ow. What's more, this is the kind of lighter you'd flick open with your thumb before lighting. If the couple had held it in their left hand if the emblem was visible, they would not have been able to open it, let alone light it. But if they had it in the right hand, they could easily open it and light it. This all means that the culprit was definitely holding the lighter in the right hand. No! Come back, my beautiful contradiction! It appears you've planted a flower that bears no fruit. See, with us we will write flower of justice. He's tough. He's managed to discredit almost everything I've proven up to this point. And justice with trust, now that you see, I'm not the phantom you're really talking about. I mean, are you sure there really is a spy? I better just figure your imagination. Oh, it's so sad, so very sad. I am afraid he's saying the culprit.
Hold it!
Let it fool right. I believe you said that the emblem is only on one side of the lighter. Are you sure about that? Oh, of course I'm sure. Why don't you take a look for yourself and see? Do you use the other on both sides of the lighter? Hehehe. I knew it! You're lying, detective! Pardon me? You mean... Yes, my voice reacted to his statement about the emblem. He's definitely hiding something big, and I think if you use my talent, you might be able to figure it out. Just don't know. Are you to use that cheat of yours again? It's not cheating, President Blackwell. Ah, very well. Whether I like it or not, I suppose we should use whatever works right now. Go on then. We have President Blackwell as a reluctant blessing, apparently. Okay, Apollo, you're up. Here it goes then. Ready, Fulbright? Could you repeat that last time one more time? What are you up to? Alright, fine. I'll do it as many times as you like. Listen carefully. The emblem is only on one side that you can see when held in the right hand. Okay, so it's not on his face. Oh! I saw that. He was moving his left hand right then.
Gotcha!
Did I Fulbright? You may not be aware of it yourself, but whenever you say the phrase the Earth emblem, your left thumb moves. If it appears as though you're running it along the edge of your holster. But Mr. Lawyer, I don't have the foggiest notion of what you're talking about. Be as it may, I know it has something to do with the lighter. Let me examine it. Oh, why? You're not making any sense. You can just...
Silence!
Be still and do as you're told, Fulbright. If you have nothing to hide, you shouldn't mind them having a fluke seat, should you? What? Are you true, President Blackwell? I'm not sure what this is all about, but if President Blackwell insists, there must be something important. I will allow the defense to examine it later. Konami will learn something new. I hope so. Now let's take the reins of this thing. Hey, investigation mode! Oh yeah, there's... the bag is covered with blood. Say, do you notice anything funny about this blood stain? You're right, it suddenly breaks off naturally. So the lighter was held with the right hand so the emblem was visible. So it should be around the emblem and on the lid where you open it. Oh wait. Supposedly the lighter was held with the right hand so the emblem was visible, so the blade should be around the emblem and blah blah blah. You're right, there's definitely something off here. It's hard to tell the prints are from right hand or left just by looking. I think looking at its print with the naked eye will tell us anything new. My center of any head's secret. I agree, let's check it out carefully. Up. I don't see anything unusual about the top of the deal. But I feel right above we're definitely hiding something. Let's look for something that has to do with what he said. Is it a sticker or something? Just the Earth emblem that Detective Fulbright was talking about. Is anything noteworthy? Huh? Hey, look at this! There is actually some kind of button. Ah, I see. Oh! It's the 10mm gun! Oh, it transformed! Into something. A handle, a trigger. Is this what I think it is? There's no question, it seems. We have there is a gun. A what? A gun. So that's it. Your Honor, please recall this morning's trial when the Director of Cosmos was on the stand. The oxygen tank was extremely small, maybe a 10 caliber. This little combat gun probably takes bullets of that caliber. So I can use the gun that was fired at the scene. I'm very disgusted. The later was a gun? So Detective Fulbright would touch his holster. That's right, whenever he mentioned the Earth emblem, he must have been subconsciously thought about the secret behind the lighter. Of course, he knew it was a gun from the very beginning. Lighter that transforms into a gun seems like a spy gadget to me. It's not the kind of thing any ordinary person can get their hands on. In fact, as it's still on the domain of elite spies. Detective Fulbright, you will explain yourself. There's nothing for me to explain. I know the lighter could transform. I mean, it was found in the Space Museum and then I brought it straight in. I didn't even have time to check it out.
Objection!
When you mentioned the Earth emblem, you touched your holster. You supposedly did that because you knew it was a gun. Use me all you want, but there is your proof. You have any evidence I knew the lighter was a gun? Not exactly. Whose prints are on it? Miss Sykes' prints. Wasn't she the goblin who fired the gun at the scene? Ah. It would appear that the detective is right. I was really trying to prove your client innocent or what? Although it pains me to do this, now that we are where we are, I have to make the following assertions coming from the prosecution side. The person who fired the gun at Director Cosmos in the lounge after the incident. The person Miss Blackwell saw holding the lighter. The person who murdered Mr. Terran. The person who bombed the Space Center. All the defendants in a size. The prints on the lighter are this is a proof. No! How do you say a man of the side of justice couldn't possibly be the culprit? I think it's about some mistakes part of the whole affair. It certainly does seem to point to the defendant's guilt. Do you have anything to say? Prosecutor Blackwell. Evidence is everything in court. Therefore, Fulbright's claims stand firm. But calm down, Apollo. He's just saying that because he has to as a prosecutor. Mr. Lawyer, our job is for criminals in the name of justice. You shouldn't cast suspicion on people based on something as stupid as habit. In fact, you have a bad habit of showing up in court with a full case of bedhead. Says someone who wears sunglasses at night. If it's proof you want, it's proof you'll get. That letter is not Miss Sykes, but yours. So you've done something, Apollo. It's just, if the prints on the letter are the basis for accusing Athena, I think we should reconsider the credibility of the evidence itself. Even you think his letter might be forged evidence? That's right, it could be all part of Fulbright's bigger plot. Did you do anything out of the ordinary while I was off on my own? Can definitely think of a few things. This indeed, have you all look at this. What's this? A letter? Detective, we'd like to run a comparison on some prints found in the boarding lounge. Oh yes, I just happen to have compiled a print data on everyone's release related to this case. I can always make another copy for myself, so it's all yours. Consider it a gift. We assume he's been laying a big trap for us all along. There's gotta be something off about the piece of evidence. What's wrong with the lighter as a piece of evidence? Oh, the prints were left on it. I guess I don't see anything strange about how the prints were left on it later. I think it's all about the angle of the prints or how they were patched in places, but there's gotta be something. Oh, okay. The owner of the prints. Are they really Athena's fingerprints? They definitely match her print data. But what about the data itself? Lady Fulbright, you were the one who provided us with the lighter and print data. Is that correct? Yes, what about it? So Miss Sykes prints match the print data. I have to wonder, was the data you used official? No, Mr. Wright, are you suggesting that the evidence might have been fabricated? There's only one way to find out. Let's re-examine the prints. Using the official sanctioned print data of the people involved in this case. What? You're insult a bit of justice and integrity? That's only for antics.
Silence.
Your Honor, I lend my voice to the defense's request. You must allow the test to be rerun. Very well then. I leave. It appears that the official data is here. And the result? It's just the defense claims. This proves that the prints on the lighter do not belong to the defendant. No! Yes! The fingerprint actually belongs to the victim. Mr. Clayton. There were Clay's fingerprint on the lighter? I see. Come to think of it. Wasn't it you, Fulbright, who collected the victim's prints? I was remove his blood during the investigation. We had to get his fingerprints to confirm his identity after all. But you took the deceased's fingerprints. You could have easily planted the prints on the lighter with his blood, after which you wiped the blood off his hand. By your own admission, you were also the one who compiled the funny print data. I'll put the blame on Miss Sykes. This ploy must have been to distract us from the Phantom who was behind everything. You had to create the impression that the Phantom wasn't the true culprit. So does this mean if already really is the Phantom? Remember the killer's escape route? Injustice we trust! No ordinary person would have been fearless enough to attempt it. Knowing that the Phantom, done with no emotions, could have done it. Lady Fulbright, you're the only one who could have used the escape route. Fulbright, are you really the Phantom? Answer me, or so help me, I will slash you to tiny slivers where you stand. Alright, I'll talk. I confess.
I know the Phantom.
Silence.
It's all over. Now be a man and admit it already.
But I'm not a spy. I'm an undercover investigator. I've actually been after the Phantom myself.
Undercover investigator? That sounds easy done for me. A person who hides his identity and secretly investigates in order to uncover information. And that's what you really are, Fulbright? So you are... Oh, so you are James Bond, not a spy, I see.
That's right, I was working to track down the Phantom, but sadly... Even though I was supposed to catch the spy ended up catching me. He took my family hostage and forced me to cooperate with him.
What?
Objection!
You didn't this now? But if what you say is true, then... What's the mystery person Miss Blackwell and Mr. Starbucks saw?
It was the Phantom, I tell you. Only it was helping my having that emergency ladder lower for him.
Objection!
I don't believe you. Then how do you explain the fabricated lighter?
I was also one of the Phantom's demands. In the detective in charge of the case, it was easy for me to fabricate evidence. Pinnacle of Athena's psycho was just another one of the Phantom's orders.
Was ready to buy that? Fulbright, what was the Phantom's ultimate objective?
I was told it was to sabotage the rocket launch. Someone who didn't want the launch to happen must have been given him the order. Actually, I have to apologize to you too. The Phantom told me to get close to you. And we to get back to that psych profile you have on him.
So he sent a bastard of his own to tail me this past year, did he? Oh, that's good. Maybe he puts his head back behind sunglasses for some mask.
I haven't been a champion of justice. I've just been a pawn of evil. A pawn of the Phantom who stole the moon rock and killed Dr. 7 years ago.
And now, Fulbright, just tell us the Phantom's true identity.
Oh no, but it's very careful to hide it. There's top secret information for all kinds of corporations and countries. So there's a number of organizations that want him dead. If people believe I was the Phantom, I could be killed on the spot. Why am I even now? There are assassins lurking nearby. This case is about the Phantom after all.
With the ceiling blown off, I suppose you are vulnerable to a sniper's shot in this courtroom. Just 2 seconds ago, Fulbright was treating Athena as a criminal. So do you think he's going to lie his way out of it now? My stuff really does seem to make sense. This could be bad, Mr. Wright. If we can't find a flaw in his logic. Straight after all, if we've come to this way, we can't let Fulbright wiggle free now.
Whatever, I told the truth. I hope you see how foolish it was to think I was the Phantom.
Oh!
Intelligent man, Prosecutor Blackwell. You believe me, right?
I believe you. I don't think you are the Phantom. What? How can you say that, Prosecutor Blackwell? It's obvious he's the Phantom.
Silence.
Evidence is everything, right or no. You must admit there's no clear evidence that Fulbright is the Phantom. Nah. I'm gonna check real quick some of this stuff. But the Moonrock hearing is still here. It's interesting. Yes, I recall the only proof we've been up to this point is the fact that Detective Fulbright found the evidence. But I've known Fulbright here for a year now, and all this time he's been quite intent on rehabilitating me. I don't believe his efforts were a lie.
Prosecutor Blackwell.
This fool truly thought he could reform a death row inmate like me. Went so out of his way in his efforts for me. He actually became quite a nuisance, really.
Oh, Prosecutor Blackwell, you believe me? This time Prosecutor Blackwell hasn't really been taken in by this big phony.
However, even if it was against your will, you still act as a Phantom's accomplice. You will have to pay the price for that. Throw yourself at my mercy, and don't you dare betray me again. Have you got that?
Yes. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Such a wall of trust is already a beautiful thing. In any case, it looks like everything has been resolved. You can all hand down a no guilty verdict with confidence.
Very good, I'm very glad to hear it. It's all over, everything's been cleared up. The Sykes will go free as well.
Mr. Ray, we can let the trial end here. If we do the Phantom, the man who killed Clay, will get away. I know, but... what do I do? I don't have any proof that Detective Fulbright is a Phantom. Is this it? Is he going to get away just like that?
Now, if you'll excuse me, my next investigation awaits. And with that... I'm off! What?
The defense? No, wait. Not the defense. The defendant feels it's not time for a verdict yet and would like to see this trial continue. What? I was just about to clear you innocent of foul charges. It just doesn't feel right to be standing here. Hey, Apollo, think you could scooch over? Ah! Hey, my seat. Front the seat. Athena, what are you doing? I hope we don't get helicopter of court. I have some question for you, Detective Fulbright. Are you relieved that you are no longer under suspicion of being the Phantom? Are you grateful to Mr. Blackwell for what he's done for you?
Of course I am. I'm truly grateful from the bottom of my heart.
Athena, where are you going with these questions? I have yet to hear a single emotion behind any of the Detective Fulbright's words, boss. The suspicion against him has been cleared up, but he's not feeling happy at all. What does that mean? We may not have any evidence, but the heart doesn't lie. That's it! With your special ability, we just might be able to spot him. Your victim has been deeply traumatized by our accusations. Yes, well... Before all this, I thought he was a rather odd fellow. If he doesn't get counseling right away, who knows what might happen to him?
Mr. Blackwell, I believe the nonsense the defense is spouting.
Fulbright, I think you'd better have that counseling.
Not you two!
You've been making bad remarks ever since you were accused of being the Phantom. Just as you are an undercover investigator and your family has been taken hostage. I fear you might have finally lost it.
But I thought you believe me!
Silence.
How you miss me so? You fucking asshole! What's going on here? That was an excellent bit of psychological manipulation just now, Simon. So he tricked him into cornering him into an emotional spot. I knew you would catch on, Athena. Mind filling me in here? Hehe, guess we left you in the dust, huh, Mr. Wright? Someone was only pretending to believe Detective Fulbright, because he knew I'd noticed if there was a lack of emotions like joy or relief in his response. So he gave me the chance to take a listen. And listen ain't it to the voice of Detective Fulbright's heart. What? We were working together just now? Go now, Athena, show us what's inside Fulbright's heart. You got it! Time to check the instant replay. Which then, mon ami, let's do this. Woo, let's go!
Maybe Mr. Blackwell. And don't investigate why Phantom was coercing me. So the Monroe killed Dr. Sykes 7 years ago. I'm a bad person for cooperating with such a man. I took my family hostage, what else could I do?
Even with all his over-the-top expressions and gestures, he's registering no emotion at all? Just like I thought, and right in line with my Phantom Psychic profile. The default rate, dislike emotion plus you're the Phantom. Oh boy. Hey, what's going on? Wait, hold it. What do you think you're doing, detective?
Me, I'm not doing anything.
Trying to hack into the Mood Matrix program. I can't do anything with it like this. Ah! Fancy device you have there. Alright, no cheating, thank you.
Sorry about that. As an undercover agent, I use basic arsenal without even thinking. More like as a spy.
Sweet's shocking me for the past year. I have no belief left in him. That's right, Blackwheel. There, now that you can't hack me anymore, there you try to hide the fact that you lack emotion from us.
Lack of emotion? What are you talking about? Of course I have feelings. As you bother of fire, you fundament very deeply with accusation.
What's going on? All of a sudden I'm getting really happy reading. He's literally crying as a river over here.
Because he can't mimic emotion well. Whoops, my mistake. Oh, this. Ah!
Yikes, now he's angry all of a sudden. What's he trying to pull? Like a snot, it would appear our friend is not completely without emotion. It's just as he says in Dr. Sci's profile of the Phantom. Messiah has a unique psychological makeup with almost no emotion in our fifth edition. Oh, I get it, so he has some emotions, right? Precisely, which leads me to wonder why you can't sense any emotions from him at all. I believe it's most likely because he is controlling his emotions.
Very good, President Blackwell, you are correct. It is a result of my daily training. A very important skill for undercover investigators, you know. More like for spies. Seriously. I wonder why he suddenly showed there are strong emotions. But why not? I think I know. I sense there's a feeling you are trying to hide with your exaggerated emotions, detective. Ah, have you trying to hide? That's a good one. You know what I've been saying I'm the Phantom because I don't have any emotions. Just trying to show you the range of deep emotions that we possess.
You have no objections to me analyzing you, right?
No, analyze away. Otherwise, state again, I'm not a Phantom. I'll be forewarned that your analysis will have no effect. Because you're about to see what an undercover agent can really do. Oh boy. Do you have emotions? How dare you accuse me of being someone who would kill over Moonrock? We're cooperating with the Phantom, of course. But I'm so glad this whole misunderstanding is cleared out now.
What the? How are we supposed to become a senator from the mess? I know what I can do with this either. So he's a defense against your ability. So this what I mean by what he's really capable of? I don't know what's going on inside that guy's head. Well, we know he's hiding something and that feels that the Tina. Being only human, his true feelings, which he can't completely conceal, must be hidden somewhere in this testimony. Aha! I found it! I found the one emotion you're truly feeling.
What?
In the middle of that chaotic storm, I saw one emotion that never disappeared. When you talked about the Moonrock, you felt a fear that wouldn't fade.
Fear? Huh?
A fear that man with hardly any emotion feels, huh? As a response to that Moonrock. If right, I presume you feel fear concerning the Moonrock because you failed to steal it. It's right but failed to steal the Moonrock. Staying in your career spy has led you feeling afraid. My Moonrock didn't disappear from the laboratory. I was going to try to lie to the dependent, but okay. I highly think a person who feels sorry would feel fear over a thing like that. And everyone jump on the Phoenix hype train all at once now. That was just my fear not knowing this question earlier. Of course! That's it! He will fucking die, bro. most tragic thing ever.
I'm going to fucking die! Ah!
Lady Fulbright, I think I know why you would feel afraid. You're afraid that the moon rock will somehow reveal your identity. If his identity were revealed, you would be killed immediately. That's certainly enough to make even the Phantom feel afraid.
Me afraid? I don't know what you're talking about.
So is there something about the moon rock that would reveal his identity? Well, it's so. Wait a minute. Maybe the Phantom didn't so much steal the moon rock, but more like he had to take it with him, because there was something on it that would reveal his true identity.
Hold it!
Where do you think you are going?
Me? I'm not going anywhere.
Suggest me, was he going to use that weird watch thing to try to get away? How many more of these toys does he have? And where do I get myself some? If for right, you will answer honestly to his court of law. Now, why do you feel fear in connection with Moonrock?
In justice we trust, no emotions, be the lawyer. Evidence is everything. I'm the Phantom because I'm afraid. Don't make me laugh.
What was that just now? Well, human beings have hearts and experience emotions. Sometimes analyzing a case from the psychological perspective is the best way to find the truth.
It's all just a waste of time. All your efforts are analysis serve no purpose. And now in this dark age of the law, nobody will believe your claim that it's effective. In an era when evidence is fabricated, do you truly expect buildings to be accepted as proof? And where exactly is your proof that I fear the moon rock anyway?
But well, I admit I don't have any conventional proof, but I still say that examining a person's heart has its merits.
Oh really? Why don't you listen carefully with those twisted ears of yours? Listen to the voices of the hearts of the people in the gallery.
All I hear is distrust.
As you can see, the people are on my side. Because all this is a strange little girl using a weird little machine.
But it's not like I use analytical psychology to falsely accuse people.
Oh, he's Athena doubting herself.
Besides, analytical psychology has breathed new life to the courtroom. It has freed the hearts of many witnesses and has been keen getting into the truth.
Oh, what nonsense. You're not the defense clinic is a false one. I'm feeling kind of fear when it comes to the moon rock.
I see. Very well, I will give the opinion of this court. The trial don't feel that a person's emotions are quite as compelling as actual evidence is. But your honor...
There you see, nobody believes you and your trumped of charges.
However, I don't believe Miss Sykes' analysis can contribute to making the truth clear. I have seen her do this firsthand several times already.
Sure you jest.
So does this mean... you will accept my findings in this trial, Your Honor? Yes, I believe your claim, Miss Sykes. I think there is merit in examining why the witness feels fear in regard to Moon Rock. There is a court's opinion on this matter. Then that's something for me. No, I'm waiting for analytical psychology. Now, Mr. Phantom, you will tell this court the reason for your fear.
Analytical psychology? My fears? Fine. I'll show you precisely why those abstract things can be considered evidence. My fear of the moon rock is fucking bullshit. I fear when I thought about the moon rock because it reminded me of that phantom. Yes, I'm very afraid of him because he took my family hostage. Presumably the phantom have to be afraid of the moon rock. Not at all. So the very fact that I'm afraid of the moon rock means I'm not him. In fact, I'm on the side of justice. And there you have it. Now do you see why I'm afraid of the moon rock?
Sure, you sound convincing enough. But so does any two Bitcoin artists, so meaningless in the absence of evidence.
Huh.
The phantom is like the mist, no flesh, no bones. My sword alone cannot cut it. Right or no? With your deductive reasoning and the body of evidence before us, let us send this miserable phantom fellow to the other world together. You and I, Prosecutor Blackwheel. We have a duty to bring the phantom down and restore the people's faith in the courts. Indeed, by covering for Athena, I allowed the phantom to escape. And as a prosecutor, I gave birth to the people's mistrust of my murder conviction. I are part of the responsibility as well. For being suspected of forging evidence and losing my attorney's patch as a result. The two of us and the phantom were there at the beginning of the dark age of the law. It's also our burden to cut away the full spectre we created, is it not? Until all that remains is the righteousness of the court and the faith of the people.
Trust, understanding, fragile ideals of the masses who are controlled by emotion. Humans can't truly trust each other, which is exactly why the illusion of trust is so enticing.
Objection!
Once two people overcome their misgivings, that's where real trust is to be found. You are free to believe what you want, but trust like that is stronger than you and your lies, said it always. What did you just say? My phantom is in my long career. I've seen powers because I needed to be someone with 3 moments of alerts, be able to tell lies. Somebody sounds this impossible of these.
I felt fear against the moon rock because it reminded me of the phantom.
They reminded you of the phantom? Don't make me laugh. You are the phantom.
Evidence is everything in our court of law. Or did you forget? I was forced to satisfy our silly thing like feelings. But those tactics won't work on me from here on out, you need real evidence.
I hate to admit it, but he's right.
He took my family!
Enjoy your dinner. Your family, like, who in your family exactly?
Oh, I don't know, like... maybe my lover, for example?
For example? Maybe? Need a more concrete answer than that.
Maybe my mother, my son, or my daughter. Maybe it was all of them. I'm so sad I'm worried. I miss them so much. I miss my wife, Phoenix. I miss her so much.
He's obviously lying. Just like Eggman.
Look how upset I am. Is it any wonder I follow the Phantom's orders?
You can't think of a single reason that the Phantom might be afraid of the rock?
I thought the Phantom wasn't even supposed to have any feelings. How can someone like me with my wealth of emotions? Just way to understand the guy.
The Phantom, a person with very few emotions. Will only be afraid of something really big. I discovered being blown big. I'm willing to bet that the moon rock has something to do with his identity, but what? Maybe Phantom's fingerprints are on the rock? Fingerprints can be wiped off. Then maybe he wanted the rock so bad he drew on it and left his DNA? We're dealing with a spy here, Athena, not a slob. True. But maybe the DNA part isn't too far off. Huh? Something unexpected happened to him during the incident 7 years ago. He got stabbed. Just now I have something that can show why the Phantom is afraid of the moon rock.
Let's continue with this while you were pondering then, if you don't mind.
Okay, I think I know what I have to do. How afraid are you exactly?
I'm so scared I start shaking when I see the moon in the sky.
You say when you see me sightseeing?
Well, to be honest, since the very first time I met Sykes, I felt more than a little frightened of her. That's why people just inspire that much fear in others. Mr. Right, you were thinking something mean-spirited and rude, weren't you? Of course not. Must be from my reading defenses. Now you understand. The very fact that I'm afraid of the moon rock proves that. In fact, I'm the size of justice.
After all you've done, how dare you speak the word justice?
Injustice with trust. I'll say as much as I want and with absolute confidence. Whatever I say is just, and that's how it works in this dark age of law.
He won't get the best of me with that twisted argument of his. Find a way to get him right where I want him. The 84 Bright, or rather the Phantom, fears fear in regard to the Moon Rock. But it has something to do with being afraid that his true identity will be revealed. Right, so that's why Phantom had to take the Moon Rock with him 70 years ago. Yes, he was something to show the real copy of Fulbright here. This might be able to spot his true identity.
Objection!
No? This statement is contradictory to this piece of evidence. I don't see anything here. Apologies, Your Honor. It looks like I was wrong. I guess my apologies, Mr. Wright, for this penalty. Fuck. This is 10 minutes again, 10 minutes carefully. So you're afraid of the Moon Rock. What reason would he have to be afraid of the Moon Rock? But it's not the moon piece. Okay. I'm thinking maybe the utility knives, because that's what was used to draw blood from him. Would that be right, Saber? Like, just tell me yes or no. Ah, okay. Crime scene 7 years ago was launched into space and returned from Earth. Oh, I was right, okay.
Objection!
Oh, because the only thing left I had was the Hope probe, since that was the only other object that was there 7 years ago. I think for I assume you know what this is.
Of course, that's the knife the Phantom used to kill Clay and...
That's right, and the exact same type of knife Miss Sykes used 7 years ago when she stabbed the Phantom's hand.
Yes, that was discussed earlier, as I recall.
Yeah, at first I only caught his clouds. I tried again, and then I stabbed him. And I stabbed him again. How you were reading about Cool Fear Order? Okay. Miss Sykes then stated that she remembers the culprit bleeding. It's my theory that the culprit's blood got on the Moon Rock. I was afraid that if blood was analyzed, his true identity would be revealed. That explains why the Phantom had to remove the Moon Rock from the crime scene. But if we run analysis now, we know who the Phantom is?
Oh, yes, I suppose so. Unfortunately, the Moon Rock in question is missing.
That may be so. But when certainly I can explain what happened to it in great detail. You can? Of course. Not.
You don't actually expect us to believe that, do you? Because you don't fool me.
Ah! Falcon needs a bully-free zone. Ah, even sort of the beginning bluff. It says it's without compare. Come now, ready it with me. And show us just how finely it cuts.
No, this is an outrage. Oh, I mean, this is an outrage.
Ah! Alright, I know. Let's have something that's been bothering me for a while. The corporate supposedly removed the moon rock from the lab. But in this video of him, it's nowhere to be seen. Oh, you're right! But here's something to consider. What if the Phantom hid the moon rock somewhere at the scene of the crime? Good thinking, boss. Said it was super tight at the Space Center back then. Oh, the Space Center has very strict security. Meh. Does this mean that moon rock is still somewhere in the Space Center?
You know, justice I would claim that's impossible.
And why is that?
The Space Center was searched from top to bottom. As I say, the lab. The moon rock was never found.
Ah, how could I forget about that? It's a true fact. We still haven't grabbed on how it was done. But Phantom made this moon rock vanish into the ether. There's no way it just disappeared. There's no evidence tell us otherwise. Phantom didn't have the moon rock on him when he left the lab. Yeah, the thorough police search didn't turn up anything. It never turned up in the 7 years after that either. Phantom made the rock disappear without physically removing it himself. But how? There must have been a way. Think, Phoenix, think! Yes, yes, yes! The capsule? How did moon rock vanish from the robotics lab? So, can you solve having the moon rock piece, alright? Yes, I can. Your Honor?
What? Oops, sorry, I mean... What?
In that case, you're on service, alright? How did the Phantom make the moon rock disappear from the crime scene? It was with the Hope space capsule. It's the only thing that makes sense. Yeah, it must have been this.
Take that!
That's the Hope capsule, right? The one that went up into HAL 1 rocket? He couldn't carry the rock out, but he couldn't leave it in the center to be found either. So there was only one safe place to stash it. The Hope capsule that was there in the lab that day. Yes, and the team must have loaded into the Hope space probe eventually. But if that's what happened, the whole rock would have been launched into space along with the rocket. Preposterous! It would mean that for these past 7 years, the moon rock was... Exactly. Phantom got rid of the moon rock in the most cosmic way he knew how. Goodbye, bitches! It was out there in the depths of space. Aboard the Hope space probe. Oh... What? Oh god. The public are causing frame drops. Oh, they're hot in the court. I understand now. The Phantom's original scheme was to sabotage the HAL 1 anyway. But he used his primary objective to conveniently kill two birds with one stone. That's right, he planned for the moon rock to be turned into cosmic dust out in space. Thereby destroying the one piece of evidence that could reveal his true identity. Bad Solomon is an epic fucking dude. Bad Mr. Starbuck and the others foiled the Phantom's plot. The Ghost Space Probe sailed off safely into this mission to return 7 years later. With the capsule in tow. Which is why he had to kill Terran. Realize the blood on the moon rock, it should make one thing crystal clear. That you were the Phantom all along. With the full right. So he killed Kreia so he could get the moon rock back? I believe so. So Jonas might have been just to sabotage the HAL 2, but at the same time he also had to retrieve the evidence of his crime 7 years ago. So he went to the boarding lounge and attacked Clay estimate his escape of the rocket with the capsule. But in the end it was all he could do just to escape himself, so he didn't get the capsule. Clay must have done everything he could to stop Albright. He really hung on that capsule for all he was worth until the very last breath.
Oh, this is so funny, you make me laugh, you really do.
I hit totally out of fuck now. It's game over for you, Detective Fulbright. Why don't you just admit it now?
There's no need to admit I'm boy Fulbright, undergo investigator, I tell you. Oh, the Phantom, the blood on the rock is just another one of his keys, a trap.
Now I'm not sure what to think. So as the Phantom is a spy worth his soul, the trap is not out of the question.
Objection!
By that case, you should say anything is a trap.
That's what makes a trap. I've been trained to taking the blame for the Phantom. Your Honor, I will leave for the investigation order.
Silence.
For the investigation, more like plotting your escape. But no more. I will bring you to justice myself, if I must. Here now.
I guess it's time to show you. This is what I'm really capable of. Die, Simon Blackwell!
Hey, you guys are really...
Huh, I am back, bitches. It looks like I made it just in time. Objection! I have good news for you, Mr. Wright. I've uncovered some very crucial facts.
Did you find something about the Phantom's true identity?
You will say that? I started by looking into the first people on the scene 7 years ago. All 3, all employees and 2 officers. And 2 officers were registered in a robot security system. One of them looked the least bit like the Fulbright.
That's not good.
But there's more. I've yet to share my most important finding. Mr. Wright, Prisoner Blackwell. Just brace yourselves.
Uh-oh.
The man you see there before you, boy Fulbright, it's already on death.
Huh? I see. What's that supposed to mean? So he took his identity.
An identified body was found
A year ago. Has now been proven to possess Bobby Fulbright's fingerprints. What does this mean?
Yes. Wonder is an impostor.
Okay,
Pretend to be Bobby Fulbright.
an imposter? That man. Who the world is he? If you are too good, if you will not reveal yourself to us, then I shall do it for you. What the? No! His face!
Oh, look what you did to me, Mask.
Mask? What do you mean of this witness?
Okay, you got me. Guess I have to show you who I really am now.
Oh boy. What? What? Wait, but that's...
Hey, Apollo, it's me, Solomon Starbuck.
Mr. Starbuck, but that can be right. You can't really be the Phantom, can you?
Silence.
He was in prison while Bobby was there. Of course not, the real Starbuck was aboard the Hot One, which was set to be destroyed.
Yeah, it's just another mask. I didn't I tell you? I'm an undercover investigator. I can change identities at will. I can be anyone I want.
Objection!
That's how fast I have the Phantom Psychic Profile right here. Compare a Psychic Profile on you and compare the results. It'll prove that you are the Phantom. God damn it.
It's time for me to show you the real meaning of the phrase, the end justifies the means.
That voice! Those words! What the fuck? That's just hilarious.
I'm gonna assess such evidence here, Miss Sykes.
But Professor Meats? Mask?
I'll take what the one way evidence necessary. Now, give me that evidence.
Huh?
Huh. Time to take out the trash. Apparently.
How could you?
Now do you see how powerful the end justifies the means can be?
Silence.
Man, this is on Sumugi level of disguising. Of the thing you can't even speak without wearing another man's face.
Ah, but that's still life, an undercover agent for you. But your face has no meaning to value to me at all.
Or as it is really the case that you don't even know who you are anymore.
Huh?
What must you see when you look at in a mirror, Mr. Phantom? Not an awful lot, I'd wager. Is he like featureless or something?
Well, you are just the master of psychology, Blackwell. That's right. I don't know who I am. I'm always living as someone else for my little assignments. I don't remember what my face looks like. Or remember what my personality was like. My face, memories, personality, beliefs, emotions, and soul. I left them all behind.
Want to see him again and then have a competition who can switch faces faster?
I have no self. I am no one. I am nothing but an endless abyss.
What's with this guy? Is he even still human?
Now resume with your lesson. Professor Wright? Huh? I believe you made this argument earlier. If you were to analyze the blood on the moon rock, you could prove that I am the Phantom. I believe there was blood on the moon rock in that capsule. Now that we know you aren't even Bobby Fulbright, your claims as Phantom Trap won't work anymore. Well, you're bringing this moon rock in, this decisive evidence from the Hope capsule. I think we'll do just that. Get ready. Because the Hope capsule is about to seal your... Fudge! Was a control bombing from the other day. So I in the control as evidence, I'm responsible with dreams. Does a jobb panikat han. Full max and for defense for effort. Oh, well, I see your hope was lost in the control explosion.
Is there any piece of the moon rock in here? I wonder. So that's the real reason the courtroom was blown up? So for the Phantom to destroy that one piece of evidence. I can't believe it. Have we really reached the dead end and start coming all this way? Has the only evidence we have on this guy really been destroyed?
Are you going to call me? Are you going to call me the Phantom? As I said all along, I'm just an aimless undercover agent.
Objection!
At least we continue to assert that you are the Phantom. Furthermore, we have proof. Or at least a prayer. I'm afraid I won't do, Mr. Wright. There is some way behind your swing, Mr. Wright, don't know. I know, I'm trying. So one thing that can unmask this menace, the moon rock. But it was blown to bits in the courtroom bombing, and yet, if it's still really gone without a trace, what if some tiny parts, some little fragments still exist?
Yes, and you can see the stolen moon rock there too.
Yes, black and yellow thing. No, Mr. Wright, let's see your proof. Well, this will finally prove Phantom's identity. So, let me check this real quick. Whoops. There it is! It's that fragment there! Take that! Take that!
Oh, come on.
Take that! Man! I'll tell the last one at least to use the microphone. Take that!
Take that!
There we go. Is that the bomb that blew up in the courtroom and the moon rock along with it? You say this will reveal the Phantom's identity? Yes, Your Honor. Focus your attention on this photo taken after the bombing, especially right up here.
Take that!
Please take a look at this newspaper article. This article had one. Oh, this article had one. Now please note the strange black and yellow rock there on the left. That's the moon rock. When we look at this photo of the bomb fragments, see how there is a rock-like object with the same coloration? Oh wait, yes, I see it! We'll see that the moon rock was much more durable than the Phantom thought. If we take a look at the fragment that the police found, we'll likely find the one with blood. The DNA testing on the blood will prove that the witness is indeed the Phantom. Unbelievable!
Oh, that's impossible.
My surprise to be sure. That's one bloody tough rock. Let's have the fragment tester straight away. Oh, and you'll be having a DNA test too. Full right. The Connive Police Department will order the testing. Mr. Blackwell, what did the result show? It was a rock fragment that had blood on it that appeared to be several years old. Did the testing revealed? Well, I'm sure you know full well what it revealed. They confirmed that it witnessed blood, didn't it? The thing is trying to talk your way out of it anymore. Admit it, you're the Phantom.
Objection!
Huh? Mr. Ray, did you just raise an objection to yourself? No, I didn't say a word. That was my objection. Apollo. Huh?
Okay, that's just hilarious.
The fact that he prepared a mask of Phoenix beforehand. Why?
It was a pretty good objection, too. What do you think?
He prepared a fucking mask of Phoenix for some reason. Now he's me? So, did you have an objection or not, Mr. Wright? Huh? Oh, no, not really, Your Honor. Oh, not you, Mr. Wright. I mean, the witness, Mr. Wright. Could this trial get any more insane? Mr. Wright is trying off Rocky's the photograph and does just like it. How can you be sure they're pieces of the same moon rock that was at the robotics lab? Can you explain what you mean? Well, there may have been a rock or two in the courtroom that had my blood in it. But how you know there's not just rocks? You don't prove they're the moon rock, right?
Objection!
Don't be absurd. Let's compare the fragment with the rock in the newspaper article. Maybe we can see they're the same. They have the exact same coloration.
Objection!
Oh, maybe some other rock with the same coloration happened to be in the courtroom. It's highly unlikely a rock with such a unique appearance just happened to be here. But you can deny it's a possibility.
Objection!
But your blood was found on one of the fragments. Apollo, there's nothing suspicious about blood being a piece of rock. And why not? I know it sounds like an excuse, but... Several years ago, I stripped and fell in this very courtroom. I was hurt pretty badly. And that's how my blood found its way onto a piece of rubble. You must realize how ridiculous it sounds. Yet I suppose it's not completely out of the question. As you're starting to sweat, Mr. Wright. I thought the worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. You're the last person I want to hear that from! I'm the shadow, the true self. Well then, why don't we get those fragments analyzed? We gotta ask an expert to verify if they were from the moon rock or in the robotics lab or not. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that just isn't going to be possible. And why not? In order to prove that the fragments are from what you say they are from, you need a same sample of the moon rock from 7 years ago to compare it with. But the moon rock doesn't exist anymore. There's no sample data left either. So you see, short of going back in time, there's no way to prove that any of the fragments are from that moon rock. Oh! No! There's really no way to prove it? Are you finally ready to throw in the towel?
Objection!
Looking at Phoenix. So the moon rock doesn't exist anymore, huh? That's right, it was such a valuable rock too. I'm saying really, when lost to us forever. He's wrong. It's not completely lost. There's another piece of it, right here by your side. It's a new fragment of hope that can turn everything around. The final piece of evidence to put this phantom away for good. The defense has a piece of evidence that completely contradicts your claim. You have what now? A final fragment of hope that was passed down with great love and care. We do? We do. Even if the person holding it hasn't realized it yet. This is true, Mr. Wright. Pay no attention to him, Your Honor. He's just bluffing as usual. I wonder if you'll be able to force your biggest smile when you see what I've got. Cause this is somehow reminding me of Joker against Akechi for some reason. Try me. The piece of evidence that shows the original moon rock is completely lost is this. Name of Widget. And this earring. Maybe she did love me in her own way. Athena, you may not know it, but your mother left with you a very important piece of evidence. She did? You're bluffing. You don't have anything of that kind. Oh, but we do. Evidence that will finally corner you. Because we have a moon rock of our own. Yeah! Oh? You mean... Exactly. A gift Dr. Sykes left her daughter. But Athena has cherished from all these years. As distant as Dr. Sykes may have seemed to her daughter, the thorn of her love will shake off the darkness of the past and give us all the hope for the future. This is the defense sample of the moon rock.
Take that!
That's your sample? This earring that Miss Sykes always wears was made from the original moon rock. What? All this time? Was right here all along? We did it! No, it can't be. The composition of the fragments and the earring are found to be a match. Then it will prove beyond the shadow of a doubt the original of the fragment on this photo. The still test results show that the blood on the fragment was yours. This means that the identity of you tried so hard to hide will finally be revealed. The identity I tried to hide? I don't have an identity to hide. I don't have Athena's ears, but now even I can hear the fear in your voice. The fear? I don't feel fear. I left all of that emotion behind years ago.
Objection!
But you and me feel fear. You simply can't face the emotions inside you. You can't face them because you have nothing. No love, no trust. And I suppose you do? I didn't have anybody to support me at first either. I can't face the fear inside me. Couldn't get over the trauma of my past. Like I said, I don't feel fear.
Objection!
Then you're just a coward for running away from yourself. When I had my daughter on my Sykes, I felt like I would collapse under her weight. But I wanted to trust her. I knew I could trust Mr. Right to uncover the truth. That's why I was able to face my suspicions without hesitation. Running away from myself? How can I run from myself? When there's nothing inside. Nothing at all.
Objection!
I know it's hard for someone as unwilling to trust others as you to understand. We have emotions. It's just a fact of life. And some people can be weak at times. But that's exactly why people need to trust one another. So they can gain the strength to face themselves when things are the bleakest. But trusting others? How can you ever hope to face your fears? The fear inside of me. Is this? No. Ah! Ah! Oh boy. I'm afraid. I'm scared. Ah! I feel fear. That's fucking uncanny as hell. You can't outrun yourself. Remove that mask and unleash your emotions. Confront your guilt head on. With your own true face. My own true face? No, please don't. I know you're here. Where are you? See, I haven't revealed anything yet. Honest. My own true face. I don't have one. My face. What? Huh? Okay, that must be a mask. Okay, their mask, okay. I was like, is this my face? Is it? No, it's not. No! Oh! Is it me either? Is this me? Where's my face? What am I? What am I? Oh boy. What a sad way to die. Not even knowing himself. Sniper attack in this very courtroom. It chills me to my bones. My police are doing everything they can to track down the sniper as we speak. Peter Blackwell, how's Detective Fulbright? When his imposter doing? He's a lucky fellow. The bullet didn't hit any vital. Oh! Somehow that was a very bad sniper because he failed to hit a target that wasn't moving. He appears to be in no danger of dying. Well, that was fortunate for all of us. The analysis of that final piece of evidence right on us submitted the scene. Presumably sightseeing at the fragment with the blood on it match. We can now be certain it was a fragment of the moon rock in question. The orders and bombings of the space center, both past and present. We have courtroom number 4, of these other crimes, stories as the stars. The suspicion of all of these things, the spy known as the Phantom has been incarcerated. The prosecutor's office is now responsible for his well-being. There are still a myriad of things we wish him to tell us about, after all. Thank you, Prosecutor Blackwell. Well, it's time to finally bring this trial to an end. But before I do, will the defendant please return to her proper place? Yes, Your Honor. Now then, this court finds the defendant, Athena Sykes, not guilty. Yay! Yay! Where's the confetti coming from? Court is adjourned. Oh man. December 20th, 9:12 p.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby. Number 5. Congratulations, Mr. Nick! Thank you, Perils, and thank you for being there for Athena. Is there I could do? Athena was great, wasn't she? She was so strong throughout the whole trial. Oh, Daddy, I'm so glad to see you. Oh, Drusilla, you're right. Are you hurt? I'm fine, Daddy. I was doing magic tricks for the other hostages to give our space up. Bless. That's our Drusilla for you. I'm really glad to see you're safe. Right. I fear you yet another debt of gratitude. Edgeworth, I can't keep saving this law system. Please do something. We would have caught him if it weren't for all of you. Oh, come on, Edgeworth. What are you talking about? You're the ones who have been tracking the Phantom all this time. Plus, you're the one who gave Blackwell a reason to serve Prosecutor, right? Yes, well. We need the Phantom was somewhere nearby. Louis and I were trying to find him, but we never did manage to do so until this trial. I never would have won this trial without you. Was your head that Chief Prosecutor that was the key to the successful conclusion? Besides, was you that saw to die? I got my attorney's badge back, wasn't it? So you figured it out, did you? Yeah, I did my lessons back went just a little too smoothly, you know. It's really much harder after the events for the Jinx scandal. Well, I owed you a few favors. Like, you know, my life. Hey, George, think we can finally bring the Dark Age of the Law to an end? The darkest night turns to dawn eventually. Our sun will rise again. Besides, the President's Blackwell has been cleared of all charges. A great deal of the mistrust towards the cross should be swept away. No, you just said that with a bigger smile, Edgeworth. We won't kill you. Instead, the force in that bro of yours just keep getting deeper and deeper. So you smile more, huh? I'll think about it. Aww. Ah, the complicated love-hate relationship between lifelong rivals. Athene. Oh, Athena. I'm forever in your debt. Went to all that trouble. Been taking apart exam while you were overseas. Anyway, if I get your sister return fast, you'll be executed. So I studied and studied. I was frantic. I'm so glad I made it in time. Oh, just barely, but I still made it. Thank you, Latina. It's good to see you finally let your tears out. Oh, baby. Yes, I survived by the skin of my teeth thanks to you. Shame on you, Simon, for trying to throw your life away like that. It was never my intention to just throw my life away. But some things in this world are more important than your own life. Like what? My inner bound to the side with my life. My mentor's most beloved treasure. Huh? That's own loyalty. This guy really is a samurai though, through and through. Well, it looks like we can breathe easy now. Bolo, Athena, thank you both. Took all of us together to pull it off. You ain't us, but I think we are, huh? That's definitely the most amazing robot I've ever seen. I'm a lucky guy. Mavis has the best, most capable lawyers around. That's just alright. I'm going to work extra hard to make up for all the worry I caused. Well, Justice, finally ready to go. Let's hear for the right anything you see. Anybody's going to try harder than me, so you better watch out, Apollo. So it's free, thanks Mr. Wright. There's so many more people out there who need our help. You're right, I'll be needing you both to help them. So a long way to go. Get ready, you two. We won a major victory, but the war is far from over. There are still people out there suffering under false charges who need defending. And that means going to another country. Huzzah! We've got a lot of work ahead of us. We were hoping to fully bring the Dark Age of the Lost One to close. Hey, now one thing we have to do. We have to celebrate with a bowl of piping hot noodles. Huh? Nothing like a bowl of noodles after all, after a trial. All of Mr. Right stuff. That's how it works on the Right Anything Agency, right, Mr. Right? I suppose it's your duty to express gratitude to your people for their great work. In that case, allow me to join in the festivities. I would greatly welcome a bowl of noodles. Yay! I have an idea, Daddy. Why don't you just invite everybody involved with the case? You're the merrier, right? Oh, Mr. Nick, look how far you've come. Why did you grow up to be such a generous gentleman? Time for the classic. Guys, under these circumstances, there's only one thing I can say. They get to join in. Ain't not fair. I want to say it too. Okay, here we go.
Objection!
Adorable. Oh, I was trying to think of something nice I could do for Polly now that he's back. So I decided to go around and get a bunch of jobs for him to do. Find a lost cat, install air conditioning, your computer lesson, find a lost item. Huh? You think I should find here a few legal cases? Nah, that's okay. This is the Right Anything Agency after all. Poor Apollo. Oh man, what a great fucking game. This has been so fun. Tina and Apollo were so wonderful in court. I better study as much as I can if I want to be a judge one day. My grandma says, eat lots of peppers and they'll ignite your passion. Oh, I should figure out which to grow. Peppers or yellow peppers? Maybe I should go with hot as the sun red peppers instead. Oh. Man. So that's the end of Dual Destinies except for the DLC. That was lovely. The end of the Dark Age of the Law, you say? This just... how naive. Don't you know it's sometimes necessary to get a guilty verdict by any means as possible? What? They're putting me under investigation? The chief prosecutor wants to see me? Get fucked, Pain. Get absolutely fucked. I've been asked to debut as a great mass wrestler, Tembataro. Be scared to go against the 1990s next though. Oh, what to do? I want to do Chinese with myself. I just Mr. Demon lied with the 1990s. That's not the idea. We'll be all for it. Go, so we are to meet as fools, are we, my little friend? Oh no, Apollo run. Would you believe it? I'm a learned man of the intel spell now. Pretty impressive, eh? You? I don't know if they're rescue me for I go to 5 of the village. What do you say? Would you like to make a little donation to us out? Hey you! What do you think you're doing sneaking to the monitor? Ah, this up! Better make a run for it!
My god.
I thought I wanted to be an artist was the same amazing job Athena did. I started becoming genuinely interested in law, so I studied for the bar exam. I'm going to visit Athena someday, you will see.
I studied my bands of 2. One for the bar exam. I'm going to pass the thesis interest of your merit. Oh, bless you.
But score 100 points, of course. Hits Juniper are 3 million forever!
Oh, bless you too. What a lovely pair. Oh boy.
I want really sweet boxes for all 3 of them, but I won't acquire them. So because I want to be a legal journalist instead of a lawyer or judge? But anyway, thanks for your trial, this could nice favorite videos as praise as can be. Shish. But let's see what the fresh blood have to say in the new skill paper. I don't quite so hard at graduation rehearsal, her cardboard got chubby.
Rip.
Hey, one night at the pre-union concert, I still remember that evening of passion. The president of the student council sang like no high school student I've ever heard. I see that judging her own course someday, I'd love to have chances with her. I'll be the coolest trial ever, ja. Gotta hear it now.
Ah, how lovely.
I get this place I got clean in front of the bottom. But it's already a mess again. I guess the only thing I can do now is clean up the attitudes of the people in this office.
Oh god, she's going to mess us up.
We need Maya to come here once her training is over. It simply must be done.
She's gonna beat us up. Run. Run.
She's the only creature more powerful than Athena. Ha! You made these dreams of outer space will die. You are playing for the hot free rock and has already officially begun. Look about me, fuel of this great nation, what is the glory of Yuri Cosmos? What do you... Oh, Director. Yes. Rocket preparations are fully completed. Yes. Just leave everything to me. Assistant Director Yuri Cosmos.
Ah, so he got demoted? Bless. But I'm glad he's still doing his purpose.
I'm going to the moon in the new rocket. If Athena or invaders came to the moon, I would love to show them around. Which is more interesting, Pontes Pyrenees or the Mare Tranquilities? I think they would like either one. Yay, hooray!
Good luck, Ponko.
I wonder how Isara is doing. I'd rather be near Misora than on the moon. Oh, Misora, I just want you to use me again like you used to.
Oh no, the bot has developed a kink. Oh god. But so you're sending these 2 lovelies to the moon? Oh. Ready for rounds? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off! I'm going to the moon for real this time, for me and Clay. Thanks to my lawyers, I know I should never give up. But I'm worried. You can't breathe in space, and in fact, it's cold as heck. Oh man, I'm getting really nervous.
Well, this was a long fucking stream. No, I'm not employed here. I simply came to request their services in defense of my sister. But I was around and I've been kept waiting for a long time. What sort of case brings you here? Oh, your father was accused and you wished for Athena to defend him? Ah, then perhaps he and I shall be in a courtroom in the near future.
Ah. I look forward to your next month's salary assessment.
Hey, please forgive me!
I like doing that. Black Sakuda has brought out Mars of Eos in the poster office at night. It would seem so that case has thawed the chill of winter into the of spring. Now you're right, the another death of gratitude. We're playing what day? You interested in that? Get fight. I love that the Aura's trial is with
This Blackwell being like, I need these three. They're the bullshittest, most epic people in courtroom. I need them if I want to save her ass. Oh, look at all these scenes. Bless. Go indeed. Oh man. Oh. But yeah, that was so much fun. Every game just keeps bringing new things that bring me so much joy. But having the inspector being the ultimate culprit was something I did not expect at all. Like, wow, that was truly a twist no one would have seen coming. I guess that explains why Emma was back in the next game. Speaking of, I'm not continuing playing the 6th game, I'm gonna take a break. I'm probably going to continue with Nier Replicant for a bit, get a few more endings. And then after that I will go and get the horror deal. Like, no, but I think what I will do... Yeah, I'll take a break from this, less voice acting. But yeah, after this I will continue with Replicant. After I'm done with Replicant, I'll continue with Doom. And once I'm done with the both of them, I will go back to the 6th game. Which I know the most about, because I got spoiled the hell and everything. But I still want to play it, because these games are just too much fun. I'm here for the characters more than anything. But yeah, it has been lovely doing my silly voices for everyone who was here. I mean, sometimes it hurt a lot. Speaking of, give me a second, I need... Yeah, I need to real quick. Plug my phone, it's about to die. But man, that was one long trial. I was right at the end, but I didn't expect it to be so much. So much. Okay, Fulbright. Oh my god. There we go. Okay. Oh, you like the next game for this character, I think. Probably, although I heard the prosecutor isn't all that great. It's a shame. Although I guess when compared to being as like Godot, Edgeworth and Blackwell, it's hard to compare. Yay! We did it! We won! Poseidon is somewhat weaker, but it makes sense in context too. Yeah, like, I pretty much know everything in the game, so I understand. Oop. Oh, wait a second. Suddenly the HUD 3 just explodes.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
T-minus 15 seconds.
Oh, bless ya.
10, 9, 8, 7,
6.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff.
Good luck out there. I believe in you. Well, I'll be the motherfucker actually flew. Oh my god, this is... Aura with her hair undone is really weird to look at. So long, Space Star.
Mr. Starbuck!
You'll be fine. Just believe in yourself.
The moon's closer than you think!
No, so sweet.
Thanks, guys. I wouldn't have made it back into space if it wasn't for you.
All right!
Dorks. Hey, that's so sweet. Look at all you're achieving, Phoenix. Through the years, I've seen as much joy as heartache. Honestly, honesty as deceit. But just as Mr. Starbuck was able to escape the harsh pull of his fears and despair, I believe that hope and friendship can lift us all up towards a brighter tomorrow. Suddenly Mia's ghost appear. Phoenix, that's very fucking that's very fucking illustrations and anime cutscenes. I love they call them anime cutscenes. Phoenix, that's very fucking cliche. Shut up, Mia. Okay, extras and DLC. Okay, so that's gonna be a problem. I don't know how I can use the DLC on an emulator, so I'm gonna have to figure that out later. But that do be a problem. Here's something else. But I wouldn't be so sure because I really don't know how I could do that. Let's look at the illustrations real quick. Ah, yes, murder. Lovely. Blech. Meh. Man, look at all this shit. Now this is an illustration. Neat. The full growth. Okay. Let's see what else we have. No. No. So sweet. But I love how this is the final illustration. And this fucking terrifying imagery. Let's leave it here. But yeah, this has been lovely. I'll try to check if there's any way to play this somehow, but for now I'm gonna go to freaking bed because it's late as hell. But thank you all so much for being here. It has been a pleasure and absolutely amazing. And thanks Xavier for always being here with me, giving me company and giving me clues and stuff. And to everyone else who has been through here to, you know, just have some fun while I while I scream at fictional characters to stop lying. It has been a real blast and I really got to love this series. But that will be all for me. show. I hope everyone has a lovely day, morning, evening, or whatever. And I see you next time. Bye.